Hey everyone. Welcome back for the second part of What If Naruto Had the Storm Release Bloodline. As always, huge thanks to all of my Patreons. Making these videos would be impossible without you guys' support, especially with all the restrictions YouTube places on my type of content. As always, the full story is already out over there for you guys along with about 30 other different stories you can enjoy. Also, feel free to send me any messages over there if you have any questions or even if you just want to chat. Link to all of that will be in the description. Anyways, everyone, enjoy the video. Chapter 11. It is the day of the exams and everyone participating is extremely nervous. Even the extremely prideful Naruto is a little nervous about these exams. He said to himself he would really show out in order to get his name out and if people fear his village because he noticed how weak his village has gotten. He needed to clear his mind, so he is doing something that can clear his mind. Slight lemon here, I'm skipping over it. He and they said they would outlast me. He chuckled to himself and got up to put his clothes on and go make breakfast for everyone. Making his way to the kitchen to make breakfast for everyone, he started and is interrupted when Rukia can be seen running into the room with a smile. "Good morning, Papa," Rukia said and jumped into Naruto's arms and gave him a kiss on the cheek, making him smile. "Good morning to you as well, Rukia-chan. What are you going to make for breakfast?" Rukia asked. "I don't know, Ino or Tsunade normally does it," he says, shrugging his shoulders. "Well, can we have some pancakes? They are always good when Ino makes them," Rukia says, purple eyes blinking in excitement. "I guess so. I need a big breakfast because today is the Chunin exams." Naruto finished smirking. "Oh yeah, you are gonna beat everyone, right, Dad?" Rukia jumped in excitement. "You bet I am. None of them can stand to the storm of Konoha." Naruto made his three elements appear behind him for dramatics. "Oh yay, that's so cool, we will be cheering for you." Rukia clapped for her dad. Some time passed by and everyone came out of their rooms saying good morning to everyone and started to eat breakfast. Laughs and just useless chatter followed all throughout the morning, and then they did some light training to get their blood pumping. Naruto can be seen putting on his clothes for the exams and he decided he would show up to battle, so he put on his blue armor that was fixed and he had infused it with Kasumi chakra, making it a lot tougher, and nothing but an A rank or S rank jutsu would actually hurt him. Kasumi came out the seal and wrapped around his neck, making his orange fur coat. His moonlight sword on his waist along with his headband on his forehead proudly. "You ready to do this, Kasumi-chan? We are going for gold today." He rubbed her ears. "You know I got your back, Naruto-kun," she said, rubbing her head along his head. He then walks out of his room and goes outside where everyone is waiting for him to give him good luck. "Naruto-kun, make sure you put on a show for me, okay? I have a lot of money on you," Karin said, giving him a wink. "Oh Karin, I didn't know you were so irresponsible. It seems Anko has been rubbing off on you," Naruto said, letting out a laugh that everyone followed, making her blush. Shut up," she said and turned around, crossing her arms with a blush still on her face. Naruto then went behind her and wrapped his arms around her, making her blush even more. "Don't be like that, we are only joking and I'll be sure to win and then you can have another reward later." He gave her a kiss, making her feel better. "Yuoto-san, why did you do that with your lips?" Inari said, green-faced. "Oh, don't be like that, Inari-kun," Tsunade said, trying to kiss him on the cheek, but he was pushing her away. "Naruto-sama, we should get going now or we will be late for the exams," Ino said, trying to get going. "Okay Ino-chan, we can head out," Naruto said. Naruto then said goodbye to everyone and they all went their separate ways, with Kurenai going to the Jonin lounge along with Anko. Haku went to the hospital because her probation was almost over. Tsunade and the kids stayed home while Ranmaru went to the Hyuga compound to train with his friend Hanabi. Making his way to the academy, he could only sigh at having to come back to this place. He just knew they would make some stupid test that focused on some kind of paper test. "I know, Naruto-sama, I also don't want to be here, but I can set up a mind link with you, and then we can still talk and give each other answers," Ino said, grabbing Naruto's hand, making him smile. "Ah, what would I do without you, my Ino-chan," he said, kissing her cheek. She giggled. "You wouldn't be able to make breakfast or pick your own clothes," she said, and laughed at the face Naruto made. "Ino-chan, this morning was not my fault," he said, trying to save himself. "Naruto-sama, the pancakes grew arms and tried to fight you back. I even think it did a jutsu," Ino said with a deadpan face. "If it was not because Rukia-chan stabbed it and Haku-chan froze it, we would be fighting it still," Ino said, still looking at Naruto, who had deflated due to Ino's harsh words. "Ino-chan, you can be mean to your master sometimes, you know that," Naruto said on the ground with a rain cloud over his head. "You have tough skin, get over it, master." Ino walked away. "Kasumi-chan, you hear how she treats me?" He looked over his shoulder only to see Kasumi on Ino's shoulder giving him the middle claw with her paws. A tear dropped from his eye and he couldn't believe what he was seeing. "You traitor!" He then bit his hand drawing blood and a lightning bolt hit him making a smoke screen. The smoke cleared but nothing happened and he only made a fool out of himself. "Oni-chan, can you stop embarrassing yourself and just walk to the exams?" Sakura said walking up with her teammates Sasuke and a new kid named Sai. "Okay Imoto-chan, my traitor of a slave and partner left me behind. You won't leave me, will you?" He was grabbing Sakura by the shoulder crying anime tears. "Let me go." She hit him in head with a chakra-enhanced blow. She then walked off with a tick mark on her head at how her brother was acting. "Well, at least those two are not so nervous anymore and I took some of their fear away. Alright, I have to get some of my badass points back for that though." He then gets up and puts on a straight face similar to his dad and releases a lot of chakra cracking the ground and walks off scaring everyone, making them form a path for him to walk through. In the exams room all of the rookie teams can be seen making their way to each other and talking like nothing is happening. "Looks like we are all here and ready to kick some ass," the ever-loud Kiba said, looking around. "Wait, where is that loser blonde Naruto?" Kiba asked. "Chen, why do you even worry about him? Sakura just knocked him out with one hit," Sasuke said, making everyone turn to Sakura who blushed from the attention. "Man, how troublesome, I hope he doesn't come because if he does we will all lose," Shikamaru said, remembering the time Naruto beat him and his whole team by himself when he had come to drop Ino off on time. He still remembers what Naruto said to him that got him putting in more effort. "Shika, we are not in the academy anymore, you can't just be laying around, you are the brains of this team, they depend on you to make a good plan and have their back. Can you really live with yourself if one of them died because you were too weak to protect them?" Those words really had him think about what he has been doing since he had been put on a team. I hope he is alright," the shy Hyuga said. She had gotten a little bit better over the months because Naruto would often spend time at her compound with Ranmaru, who she was good friends with. "Oh, he is coming, I can feel him making his way," Ino said, making everyone's attention turn to Haran the fox on her shoulder. "You guys don't feel that? Just open your senses and you will feel him coming." The other teams in the room were also listening to them and they indeed looked for him, and what they felt scared them. The team from Kumo had reacted to it. "Oh my god, do you guys feel how strong this guy is?" Karu, a dark-skinned girl with red hair and golden eyes, said with wide eyes. Even the always cool Samui had a shocked face at feeling the power the guy was releasing. Samui is a girl with short blonde hair and light blue eyes and slightly tan-skinned. "Damn, what if he comes in and kills all of us and then the Raikage gets mad and tries to kill him but fails and then a war breaks out killing the whole world," Omoi said, frothing out the mouth at all the things that went through his head. He has dark skin along with shaggy blonde hair and a sucker in his mouth. The team from Grass was also feeling the power of Naruto making his way to them. "Holy shit, this guy is insane." A boy wrapped up looking like a mummy named Dosu. "Yay, but I will still blow him away," a sweating Zaku said with a stupid smirk on his face. The girl, however, was having different thoughts at what was going on. "Oh my Kami, what the hell is he made of? I can feel his power from here, we are all going to die," Kin said with a straight face on the outside. The door was blasted open and everyone was able to see the source of power, and what they saw made all the girls blush and the guys green with envy at seeing how badass Naruto looked. The more brave Junon tried to scare him by hitting him with some of their ki, but all those who tried are knocked out when Naruto releases his own ki. "Holy shit," Kiba said in his head. "Why did I even come? What a drag. Shikamaru though. My bugs are scared of him. I should stay away. Shino though. That's my master," Ino said with a blush and a proud smile on her face. "Oni-chan is so badass," Sakura thought to herself with a little blush on her face. "So cool," Samui said, red face at seeing how cool Naruto is. "Damn, that boy is strong," a Junon with a grass headband said, licking her lips. "Hey, you guys should really keep it down, you have caused a lot of problems," a boy with gray hair and glasses said. "What the hell do you mean to keep it down? The whole point of my entrance was to make a lot of noise," Naruto said, walking over to the group. "Well, this is your first time so I figured you would need some help," Kabuto said, pushing his glasses up. "Just tell us what you want so you can get out of here," Naruto said, annoyed at him. Kasumi jumped to Naruto and started to lick his face. "Naruto-kun, he smells like snakes and blood," Kasumi said in Naruto's head. "Does he now? Well, I know Anko does not know a dork like this guy, so he must work for that snake bastard," Naruto said, a bit heated. "Well, I have information that you guys would like. I even have some on you," Kabuto said, trying to get on with the conversation because he felt a little weird being looked at like that by Naruto. Tell me everything you have on Naruto Uzumaki, Gaara of the Sand, and Rock Lee, Sasuke said walking up. Oh, you already know their names? No fun. Kabuto then grabs the cards and puts chakra into them and pulls out their cards. Rock Lee. You have all read this before so I won't waste your time. Naruto Uzumaki, he has done 147D ranks all in the red light district. It seems that the people see him as their leader in the district because he fixed the area up and made it a safe place. 4C ranks, and it seems when he went to wave he used his bloodline storm release of water and lighting to make a dragon come out of the sky and kill Raiga of the Seven Swordsmen along with splitting the sky with his sword. Everyone looked at Naruto, who was only smirking at the looks of fear he was getting. Okay, you little snake, that is enough of giving out your comrades' information to enemy ninja, Naruto said, taking his card away from the boy who had frozen at the hidden words. It seems all the Leaf Ninja didn't miss the extra emphasis he put on Snake and comrades. Got his ass. Naruto smirked at seeing all the Leaf Ninja eye Kabuto with anger. A smoke cloud appeared in the room and a group of Leaf Ninja came out, but the one with the scar on his face and bandana on his head stepped forward. Alright you brats, sit down, it is time to begin the exam, so shut the hell up. Morino Aviki said, walking to the front of the room. Okay, you guys will be taking a test to see if you have the brains to be a Chunin. You will have 45 minutes to complete this test, and if you are caught cheating 3 times you and your whole team are disqualified, so don't get caught. Any questions? A kid raises his hand but he ignores him. Everyone start the damn test. With that everyone started on the test and time passed. Some teams were already eliminated while others were still doing the test, and some figured out what the meaning of the test was. Sasuke can be seen using his copy to follow the marks of Sakura, who was smart enough to answer the questions by herself. Ino had linked her mind together with her teammates and Shikamaru had told all of them the answers. Gaara had made an eye of sand and made it look around for the answers, and when they tried to give him a point deduction he would blast them with ki to make them stop. Tamari was taking looks at Naruto while also waiting for her brother to give her the answers. The Kumo team was using their sword as a mirror to see others' answers but made it look like they was polishing the blade. Naruto can be seen laying his head in the lap of Hinata Hyuga, whose face was red and steam was coming from her ears, and she could barely do her test at the felling of Naruto being so close to her womanly part. NNNN Naruto-kun CCC, can why you please move, Hinata said, trying to get under control. Aw Hina-chan, you don't want me, Naruto said in a fake hurt tone, but Hinata does not know that. And no Naruto-kun, you can stay in my lap all you want. She then blushes at hearing what she said. Aw Hina-chan, you are the best. He gave her a kiss on the forehead. She froze at realizing what just happened, then she fainted. Naruto was chuckling at how cute she is when she gets all flustered like that. Only to be interrupted when Kasumi jumps in the air and lands on his stomach, causing him to jump up and launch the fox out the window, and everyone can hear what sounded like screaming. Uzumaki, what the hell do you think this is? Take your damn test, Iviki said, getting fed up with the brat. Alright Jez. He then sat down and looked at his test and just balled it up and threw it at Iviki, hitting him in the face, making everyone shocked at what happened, even the Jonin watching. Jonin lounge. Anko can be seen rolling on the floor holding her stomach, laughing at how Naruto was trolling her partner. Kurenai was also laughing at him. Along with the other Jonin who was located in the room, even Yugito was watching her team. What, that is Kasumi? How is she outside the seal? Matabi said inside the head of Yugito. Kasumi, is that the name of the Nine Tails? Yugito thought back to her best friend. Yes, and she is outside of the seal perfectly, but that should not be possible because the host should be dead, but he clearly is not. Well, maybe his seal is made different, Yugito said back to her friend. Man, I feel bad for everyone else who has to take part in the next part of the exams, Anko said, getting back in her chair. What makes you say that, Anko? Asuma said, still smoking. Well, they have to fight Naruto-kun, of course, Kurenai said, not even caring how she called Naruto. Naruto-kun, since when did you start calling him that? Asuma said in shock. About 3 months ago, Kurenai said. Are you dating? Kakashi asked. Yes, we are, he actually has 6 girlfriends, Anko said, putting an arm on Kurenai. This shocked everyone. Kurenai, he is 13 and I've been asking you out for years. Well, I told you I didn't like you, but you kept asking me. Did you two have sex? Kakashi said, a little blood dripping from his nose. The 2 girls blush at remembering how Naruto had fucked them into submission this morning, and they all enjoyed it. Everyone saw the look on their face that said it all. No, you didn't. Asuma got up in disbelief. Oh yes, we did, and he was a beast, he had Kurenai. She is cut off when the red-faced Kurenai puts her hands over Anko's mouth. Shut up, you baka, Kurenai said. Back to the exams room. The window is busted when the fox comes flying back in and hits Naruto in the face with her tails and knocks him into the wall. Damn fuzzball, you wanna go, Naruto said, getting up and getting ready to fight the fox. Kasumi let out growls and yips at Naruto, making him get a tick mark. When they are about to fight, Tenten gets in the way with an annoyed look on her face. Oni-chan, can you just sit down? We are literally in the middle of a test. Fine, I'll let it go this time. He sits back in his seat. And Kasumi climbs back on his neck and licks his face, making him smile. Everyone, stop and turn the test over, we are about to give out the last question. Ibiki says, and everyone does just that. Naruto then tones him out because he already knows what he is going to do, thanks to Anko telling him this morning as a thanks for the good morning. Uzumaki, are you paying attention? Ibiki yelled at him. Oh my god. Can you stop screaming my name? I only like it when my girls do that. He says, annoyed that he keeps trying to pick on him. This makes everyone blush at what he was implying he did. I asked, what will you do? Leave or stay? Ibiki said with a little key, trying to intimidate him. We are going to stay, of course. Did you think me and my squad would fold under pressure? You got us confused with those weak sound ninjas, but not us. We don't run and we don't quit, and that's the will to continue, through the leaves of fire, which gives you the will of fire. At Naruto's words, all the leaf ninjas smile and get some of their confidence back and want to continue. It seems his little outburst has given them their will. It seems that we have a natural born leader. Alright, everyone who stayed has passed, Ibiki said to the cheers of everyone. Now your next proctor. Why? He is cut off when a crash comes through the window and Anko can be seen coming through with her black trench coat with purple flames at the bottom, along with her black miniskirt and fishnet underneath. Alright. It is the sexy and happily taken Anko Mitarashi. Some fire comes from behind her and she is just standing there in a pose. Most people stare at the cool entrance and the boys look with lust while the girls are jealous, and Naruto only smiles lovingly at his heavy hime. Alright you brats, let's go to the forest of death, you have 30 minutes to make your way to the field. She then jumps out the window along with Naruto, who flies out after her, shocking all the foreign ninja. He is strong, but he holds the QB and I won't be able to place my mark on him, but I can try, and if I can't then he will die. The thoughts of a snake, but the snake doesn't know he is being eyed as the prey for once. Chapter 12. We can see all the teams that have passed the first part of the exams are all gathered in front of the gates waiting for the proctor. But what they see is not what they are expecting. Naruto and Anko are in a heated makeout session, ignoring everyone else's presence, wrapped up in their own lust to notice they are being watched by a group of horny teenagers. Their hands are roaming each other's body, about to take their clothes off, when one of the Chunin cough loudly to grab their attention. What, can't you see I am busy? Anko said, not even looking at them. We have our test to do. A Chunin shouts, only to be cut off when a kunai goes past him. It is the loud mouths like you that often die first in this forest. She says, appearing behind him in an instant. Okay Anko-chan, I think we can stop right now, we can just pick up later where we left off. Naruto says, giving her a wink. Okay Naruto-kun. Anko then proceeded to explain the rules to the rest of everyone else, getting some complaints from them, but they are shut up when Anko throws kunai at them or snakes climbing their legs. Okay, now that I have finished explaining, it should be pretty simple. Go and take someone's scroll and get to the tower within 5 days before dying, and if you die that just means you were too weak. Anko says over the speaker. Naruto walks over to Hinata, who is a bit scared, and he can see it clearly with her shaking, and it is not helping with how the group of Kumo ninja are eyeing her. Hinata-chan. This makes the girl jump. And Naruto-kun? What can I do? She asked, looking down. I need you to be strong in this forest. He speaks, getting close to her, making her go red in the face. I will try. She says hesitantly. No, don't try, just do it, Hinata. Naruto tells her sternly. I can, I am and not like you. She looks down at her words. Naruto grabs her chin and lifts her head up so she is looking at him, making her face turn red. Hinata, you are strong. I have seen it with my own eyes. You must learn to stand on your own 2 feet and become your own pillar of strength. You can't always depend on someone to come save you. Find that strength you have in yourself and show no mercy to your enemies, because they will not show any to you. He finishes, unknowingly inspiring all those who heard him. Your team will have your back and you must have theirs. He says, giving a kiss to her forehead, making her go wide-eyed. That's my Naruto-sama. Ino says, also getting inspired by his words. He is right, I need to get off my ass, my team needs me. Shikamaru thinks to himself, getting serious for once in his life. Yes, Naruto is right again, I must be there for my comrades. Choji puts his chips away. Oni-chan surely is a great motivational coach. Tenten thinks to herself. Checking all her weapons and seals she used with Naruto. Yes, I will use my own strength. Sakura thinks, tightening her gloves and Anbu gear. Naruto then walks back to his gate that was assigned to him, and the other Chunin give him a wide path, but he locks eyes with the disguised grass ninja and his eyes turn red with a slit for a second, eyeing the ninja like a predator. Alright, Gu. Anko shouts over the speaker and all the Chunin sprint into the forest except Naruto, who just walks through the open gate. What is Naruto doing? A Chunin asked his partner. I don't know, that kid is just full of surprises. His partner replies. He is saving his strength, you idiots. Anko says, looking at them with a grin that made most men run in terror. Saving his strength for what? He has to make it to the tower in 5 days. That's just that he has 5 days, Anko said to them. Forest of Death. 5 days, there's no need for me to rush, the teams will come to me expecting me to be easy prey. He makes 10 shadow clones and they all jump into the forest, covering his back and being his replacement if needed. Okay, now that I have a defense set up, let's see if we can find anyone close to me. Should be easy since I have been here for weeks with Anko-chan. He then closes his eyes and puts his finger on the ground and reaches out with his senses that reach 30 miles in all directions. My sensory skills need to be improved. Toburama is able to scan the whole village and even further than that. He gets up, checking his scroll again. Heaven scroll, looks like we are looking for a earth scroll. I wish I had another summon for the ground because my thunderbirds won't work in this dense forest. I wish I had the chakra chains of my clan. Maybe I can work on it after this. He then pulls water out of thin air and makes a giant wave and begins to ride it around the forest with a grin on his face. I swear if he and Kushina were to fight together, the world would not survive. Kasumi thinks from his shoulder. It has been an hour and Naruto had already crushed a bunch of teams with his giant 20-foot wave and was quickly racking up scrolls, but he did not want to go to the tower because he has yet to find a dance partner that can match his steps. Kasumi could only roll her eyes at the Madara-like answer. He jumps off the wave and falls onto a rain ninja with an elbow drop on the head, knocking him out. He then rushes the 2 rain ninjas with rebreakers and hits them with lightning-enhanced punches, shocking them. Water-style water prison, and the 2 rain ninja are being shocked while inside a bubble of water. He releases it before they can die. Now hand your scroll over or go back into the bubble. He says in a blank tone to them. H here W, we only have heaven. The rain ninja hands him the scroll. Now let us live. Okay, you leave the tower, weaklings. He turns his back to them, making both of them extremely mad at being tossed to the side. They were the best of their village, no leaf trash would defeat them. Who are you calling weak, you leaf trash? They then go through hand signs and shoot water bullets at him the size of basketballs at him. Pathetic. Kasumi-chan, can you deal with them? Kasumi then enlarges her tails and blocks the weak bullets. Okay, Naruto-kun. She then jumps behind them and grows to the size of giant bear, reaching 7 feet tall with her teeth showing, ready to tear into this trash that dare challenge her and her mate. Quickly swiping her claws across them and a bite here and there, and goodbye rain ninjas. Nice job, Kasumi-chan, as effective as ever, let me clean that real quick. He then shoots a stream of water out of his palms, cleaning her teeth, cleaning all of the blood and flesh from her. Thank you, Naruto-kun. No problem, and can you stay like that so I can ride on your back? He asked her. Well, I can, but you will have to make it up to me later. She says in a flirty tone. Oh, that I can do. He jumps on her back, giving a pat to her butt, telling her to go. Hey. I am not some horse, don't smack my butt. You didn't say that last night. He grinned at her, making her blush under the fur. Shut up, idiot. She then takes off at great speed looking for prey to defeat. Ino and her team are currently hiding inside the bushes watching Gaara and his siblings kill a team without mercy, and the 2 boys flinch while Ino only looks with unflinching eyes because Naruto had told her not to show fear or falter along with the other girls. Okay, we need to get out of here before they spot us and kills us. Shikamaru speaks in hushed whisper to his team. That is pointless. He already knows we are here. If he attacks us and we strike back. Ino replies in a calm tone she had learned from Naruto, and this shocks her team. Ino, we can't beat those guys, let's just run, Choji said, shaking. Look at you two, shaking in terror, you are supposed to be the clan heirs. Act like it, this is not something we can run from. Ino speaks to them, not taking her eyes off Gaara, who turns to them and extends his hand while Ino takes her staff out ready to fight. They quickly jump out of the bush to avoid the sand that was at their feet. Ino goes through hand signs fire-style flaming flower. She shoots a large flower that looks like a burning rose and it clashes with Gaara's sand, turning it to glass, shocking everyone at how hot her flames are. I know I am not stronger than you, but I can still not run away just because my life is in danger. Ino says, getting in a stance with her staff. Your blood will make mother satisfied for now. Gaara says, aiming for more sand to go towards Ino, who dodges with no problem. His sand is pretty fast. If only I could make it slower with some water, but we are not close to any water supplies. If only I could pull water from the air like Naruto-sama. Ino jumps in a tree and goes through more hand signs, fire style, raining flames. She then shoots a volley of flames above Gaara, who only stands there like nothing's happening. Only to be shocked when the fire hits his sand, it turns to glass and he is trapped in a glass dome. Alright, let's take this time to capitalize. She then jumps down from the tree with her staff ready to strike the trapped Gaara. But she has to block when a gust of wind comes her way and she is cut up along with her purple trench coat a bit. Did you forget about us? Temari says, swinging her fan in a threatening manner. Damn, I did, but what about my team? She looks around and can see Shikamaru behind a bush and Choji and his human boulder ready to run over the glass Gaara. Okay, I thought they left me for a second. Human boulder. Choji says, going towards Gaara. But before he can hit, the glass cracks and a sand wall comes up and blocks him. Damn, we need to retreat. Shikamaru says in the bushes. Your death will make Uzumaki suffer, so suffer you shall, Gaara said, making his sand fly towards Ino, who knocks some away with her fire-covered bow staff. Kankuro then commands his puppet to come up behind Ino, who seems to not see it, but she does, and does something unexpected. She drops to her back and spins around with her flaming bow staff, making a flaming circle cover her for a second, stopping all attacks that meet her circle. Wow, she has really gotten good over this month. She is almost as strong as Asuma-sensei. Shikamaru thinks with amazement. Have I really fallen that far behind to where I can't even fight with my comrades? He clenches his fist in anger and a flame is set ablaze within him. Is that all you can do, Sandman and Puppet Boy? Ino says, panting but also grinning like her blonde master. Wind-style cyclone jutsu. The shout came from Temari and Ino jumps out of the way but is caught in Gaara's sand. Oh no. Ino says, but still does not give up. Okay, I just need to expel as much fire chakra as possible and hopefully this will stun him long enough for me to regroup. Gaara walks to her with a bloodthirsty grin, but Ino only gives him a blank stare. Now you shall die and Uzumaki will come for his revenge and give me his blood. Sand coffin. He crushes his fist expecting to hear the cries of pain and see her blood spill, but is wrong when the sand turns to glass and flames explode out of the cracks and Ino gives him a kick to the face, leaving a crack on his sand armor. She runs to her team and they retreat to fight another time. Ino, that was amazing. Where did you learn all of this? Shikamaru asked Ino. I learned it from Naruto-sama. He is really amazing. She says, jumping through trees along with her team. What do we do now though? Choji asked. We go to the tower. Ino says, grinning like a fox. We don't have the earth scroll, Shikamaru said. Yes we do. I grabbed it when I kicked Gaara in the face. Ino says, still grinning. Wow, she is really amazing. I wonder if I can be like her. What am I thinking? I don't want to be like a girl, how troublesome. Shika shakes his head, gaining his focus. Naruto and Kasumi can be seen on the trail of a team who is running for their lives. They both are grinning like foxes ready to pounce on their prey. Naruto then jumps off the back of Kasumi and coats his hand in lightning and kills a team from sand. I wonder if I should have killed them. I mean, we are allies? Oh well, this is an exam and they signed up for this. He then goes through their pockets and finds more scrolls. He then feels Ino's chakra spike and can see some flames in the distance. Well, looky here. He grins, looking to her direction. It seems Ino-chan is really fighting that Gaara kid. Do you think he will kill her? Kasumi says, walking next to him in her fox form. I believe in Ino, but if he does kill her, he can kiss his ass goodbye. He jumps back on Kasumi. Where to next? She asked, walking off. A scream echoes close to him and that answers their question. Kasumi takes off to its direction and Naruto can sense how the chakra feels, similar to his own, but that is impossible unless he has some family. Kasumi-chan, you have to hurry, I think it is an Uzumaki clan member. He shouts with excitement in his voice. With that, Kasumi takes off in an orange blur and they arrive at the section of the scream within minutes. They see a giant bear approaching, but when the bear senses Kasumi it runs off knowing it is in danger. Staya back, I don't have a scroll. The redhead says, backing up with a kunai in hand. Naruto sees her and can only think of how her hair looks similar to that of his mother. You are beautiful. He speaks to her in a soft tone. This catches her off guard and she can only blush at his compliment. What, I am not falling for that. Karin says, pointing her kunai at him. No, I am your family. I am a Uzumaki and I can sense it in your chakra, and if you sense you will feel it in my own chakra. He then releases some of his chakra so she can feel it. It dances around her in the forest, often giving off sparks but flowing like water while cutting through the air like wind. She can feel how dense and strong his chakra is. You Uzumaki, you are also one. Karin walks to him a bit. Yup, I'll be your new Oni-chan. Imoto-chan. He opens his arms for her and she runs to him smiling, happy tears coming down her face. Don't worry, it will be okay now. I'll keep you safe. He says, soothing to her and patting her back. Oni-chan, I am in a different village, how will you keep me safe? She says, looking up at him. You are an Uzumaki. My family. During the war, all Uzumaki who fled their homes were to return to the Leaf Village and become members, and that contract is still in session. He grins at her when her eyes go wide. So I count as a fleeing Uzumaki. She then hugs him tight and smiles brightly, tossing her headband. Alright, let's get moving again. He is cut off when he feels his kunai he gave Sakura ping. Kasumi-chan, guard Karin, Sakura needs me. He then disappears in a blue flash. Appearing to where Sakura is. He can see Orochimaru biting down on Sasuke's neck and Sakura is on the ground bleeding from her side. He appears next to her, unaware to the other two. Sakura-chan, what happened? He asked her worriedly. We were ambushed by Orochimaru and a giant snake. She speaks, healing herself. Where is that pale fucker at? Naruto asked, looking for him. He was blasted away by a strong wind jutsu, Sakura said, getting up. Don't worry, I will take care of this while you heal yourself, he said, pulling out his moonlight sword. He then charges Orochimaru and kicks him hard in the spine, knocking him away from Sasuke. He picked the boy up and tossed him to Sakura, who began to work on his injuries. Kukaku, Naruto-kun, so nice of you to join us. I wondered if I would run into you. The man said, coming from around a tree with no injuries. Naruto then made a single-handed ram sign and blue lines appeared on his body before they vanished and chakra exploded of Naruto, blowing away the trees and cracking the ground. His blonde hair danced and his blue armor clicked. His eyes began to sparkle with electricity, but the worst thing. The grin that tugs on his lips. All of this unnerves the snake Sanin a bit because he was not expecting this from a Genin, even if he was the container of the 9 tails. His chakra is reaching that of Bijou, surpassing that of the 3 tails and still growing. He shakes this off and tries to taunt him a bit. Seems the fox wants to play. Are you going to really fight me, a cage-level ninja? Even if you go all out you cannot defeat me. He finishes with a smirk. I am still holding back. And I am no fox but the bird that catches the snake, the eagle that feeds your remains to my kids. I am something you can never hope to fathom, a thunderbird with no equal. Naruto shouts the last part, getting in a stance, making Orochimaru pull out his blade. A thunderbird. Ha, you stupid child, you are nothing, let's see if you can match Sasuke-kun. He charges at Chunin speeds to test if Naruto can keep up. Let's dance. With that he charges at higher speeds, shocking Orochimaru, and due to his shock he receives a deep slash on his chest. Orochimaru coughs up blood and then opens his mouth and a new version of himself comes out from his mouth. Not bad, Naruto-kun, you shocked me for a second there. But it is all useless. You are just a piece of work. I have never seen someone do that before. But that just means I can keep cutting you and you will pop back out. Naruto says, getting ready for the dance of his life. He still wishes to fight. I had hoped that would scare him off. I can't fight at full power without telling the whole village I am here. Orochimaru gets ready to fight again and charges at Jonin speeds this time. Again he is shocked and pays for it with more slashes on his body. Making him force another body to come from his mouth again. This brat is getting on my nerves now, I will just kill him quickly. He charges at high Onbu speeds, knowing he can't keep up this time. But he can see Naruto looking directly at him the whole time, grin still in place. Naruto takes the offensive and charges ahead and they clash blades. Your steps are not strong enough. Naruto says and spins off and delivers a quick slash along Orochimaru's back. He goes back in to deliver more pain to him, but his opponent turns and clashes back with him. Naruto is having none of that. A sealless clone comes from behind Orochimaru. 14th dance boomerang. The blonde throws the sword ready to take his head off, but Orochimaru ducks, hoping it will cut Naruto, but he catches it in his other hand. 13th dance twister. Naruto then disappears in a twister and moves to Orochimaru, giving him many cuts. Leaving the snake bloody and hurt. Is this all you got? Maybe you should try something else. Naruto says, grinning at Orochimaru, who is shedding his skin again. I have killed you 3 times, what is going on, you pedo? Naruto says, getting under the snake's skin. You stupid brat, you are going to die. striking shadow snakes. He says, and snakes come out of his arm with poisonous fangs ready to bite down on Naruto. Is this it? Anko-chan can dance better than this. Naruto speaks, cutting down the snakes like he does every day. A shadow comes over Naruto and a giant snake comes crashing down on him, but Naruto grabs it with one hand and tosses the snake to the wide-eyed Orochimaru. Take your trash. Naruto then sends out a jutsu with no hand signs. Grand slashing wind skill and a volley of slashes cut the snake up in the trees behind Orochimaru, who dodges but gets hit by some. Damn, at this rate I won't be able to win without announcing my presence. Oh well, I already did what I wanted, so I will go. He then goes through hand signs. Wind style, great breakthrough. That will teach you to mess with me, boy. He finishes looking at the cloud of smoke. That was some weak shit. Let me show you how to use wind, fool, Naruto said, appearing from the smoke without a scratch due to his armor and impressive defense. Wind style, wind dragon. A massive dragon of wind appears with a roar and charges the wide-eyed Orochimaru. I am not done yet, wind style dragon's frenzy. He shouts and up to 15 dragons form and charge the pale man. When they make impact, a huge explosion sounds off, followed by a mini earthquake in the forest that makes everyone turn toward Naruto's direction. Nothing is left of the area they were fighting, and not even the huge trees that used to stand. They are all chopped down and fall inside of the massive crater. So he got away, the bastard. Naruto then turns away and walks to the wide-eyed Sakura, who is in a barrier seal protecting her and Sasuke. Ni-san, that was amazing, Sakura said, looking at Naruto, who is not even hurt. Yes, we all know how badass I am. Naruto walks up about to drop the barrier but is stopped when a blade is going through his chest. Naruto, no. Sakura says, wide-eyed with terror. Foolish boy, never turn your back to your opponent. It seems you still want to keep dancing, but there is just no strength left in your step. Naruto says and disappears in an explosion, hitting Orochimaru point blank. Naruto then grabs Team 7 and flies away, leaving the snake Sannin to lick his wounds. And Naruto, why are we running away? He is still weak. You can kill him. Sakura asked, confused. We are not running away, that was a clone of him, so he left before us. Plus he was too weak in his current state and I wasn't going all out. He says to the girl on his back. Wait, what about Sai? Sakura asked. Don't worry, he is following us on the ground, but he is hiding his chakra, so he must be trying to spy on us. Don't trust him at all. Naruto says to her. Okay bro. With that she puts her head on his shoulder and gets some rest. Sasuke is being pulled by his leg, often hitting his head on tree branches, leaving him knocked out. And Sai watching them, trying to get more information on them. It is night time and Sakura is just waking up and can see Naruto knocked out, snoring like they are not in a forest that can kill them. She gains a tick mark on her head but stops when she sees him sleeping on Kasumi along with a redhead. She noticed she looks like Naruto's mother from the pictures he has shown them. Sasuke is sweating in his sleep and often lets out a grunt every now and then. He must have put up some barrier seal and that's why he is sleeping like that. Sakura says to herself. Well, there is nothing to do, so she just goes back to sleep and wait until morning to wake up. But she did not see Sai outside trying to get inside. Morning comes and the sound of fighting wakes up Sakura, and she hears it is coming from outside of the cave, so she quickly runs outside to see an ass whooping going on. Naruto is currently stomping a mud hole into a boy with spiky black hair, and a clone of him has a boy tied upside down currently getting beat up in a taijutsu battle. Oh hey Sakura-chan, good morning to you. Naruto says when he kicks the boy in the face one last time. Wait, what about me? Kin said, just standing still looking at how badly her team has got beat up. What about you? Naruto asked the girl. Well, I don't know what to do, I didn't want to fight you anyways, they just made me do it, Kin said, walking to him slowly. Oh well, just run away or something, I don't know what to tell you. Naruto tells her. See, can I join you? She asked, blushing a bit, and looked down. Naruto grinned and turned to Sakura, who rolled her eyes at knowing what he would do. Oh Kin-chan, if you wanted to be with me, that's all you had to say. He says, pulling her close to him. And no tea, that is not what I meant, Kin said, blushing red at how he was holding her. How about I take you away from Orochimaru and you become my slave? He says, giving her a charming smile that makes her blush until she heard him. A slave? Why would I do that? She asked, pushing away from him a bit. It's not what you are thinking. I just want to make you a cute housemaid who serves the Uzumaki household, he said, trying to calm her down. Well, if I do this, can you save my friend Tuya? She will also become your slave, I promise, Kin said to him, a little hope in her eyes. Naruto grabs her in a hug. Of course I will save her, just tell me what she looks like and I will get her when I can. Naruto says, rubbing the blushing girl's hair. Let's go, Sakura-chan. Kin-chan, I have everything we need, he said, putting Kin over his shoulder, making her squeak. Sai, get your pail-ass out here before I kill you. He makes a water lance and throws it at a tree, cutting it down. Don't do that again, dickless, Sai said with a fake smile. Oni-chan may be a lot of things, but dickless is not it. Inner Sakura thinks to outer Sakura, making a little blood come from her nose at seeing Naruto and Haku have sex one time. Ha, whatever, pale fucker, let's go. He then flies off, but an evil chakra erupts and Naruto turns to the cave to see Sasuke emerge with an evil grin on his face. This power feels amazing. This is what I want and need to kill him. Sasuke says, looking around at all the people about to leave. Hey loser, get down here and fight me right now. Sasuke says, looking up at Naruto. Hold on you guys, this idiot wants to fight. Naruto makes a clone and hands over Kin to it. Okay playboy, let's see if you can step with me. Naruto charges Sasuke, who meets him head on. Sasuke throws a left jab, Naruto eats the punch like it was nothing and delivers a blow to Sasuke's lung, knocking the air out of his lungs. Naruto drops and kicks him into the air and gives him a barrage of punches, sending him higher into the air. Water-style crashing waves. Waves appear out of thin air and crash down onto Sasuke, sending him to the ground. Naruto gets to a tree and looks down at the boy. Here comes a new move, Swan and Bomb. Naruto then jumps off the tree and flips and lands back first onto Sasuke and covers him. Sakura-chan, come and count the pin. Sakura then appears in a referee uniform and counts to 3. Winner Naruto Uzumaki. She shouts, holding his hand up, and bright flashes go off in the trees, taking his picture. Okay, now that is done, let's head to the tower and get out of here. He picks her up and jets off, followed by his clone, and all you can hear are the screams and laughs of the girls. The group appear at the tower and walk into a room with words on it, but Naruto pays it no mind and just unravels the scrolls and tosses them at the wall in a puff of smoke. Anko and Iruka are standing there. Hello Naruto-kun, what the hell took you so long? I was getting lonely in bed. She says, giving him a long kiss. Sorry Anko-chan, I just wanted to find a nice dance partner, he said, grinning. Well, did you find one? Anko asked. Believe this, we ran into Orochimaru and he danced a little bit, but he lost his step towards the end. You also fought him? Are you okay? Did he bite you? Anko said, checking over Naruto and then giving him a hug. No Anko-chan, he didn't even touch me, but he did bite Sasuke. But now that I can see another curse mark, I will be able to remove yours now that I will have more knowledge on the mark, he said, pulling her into his arms and kissing her head. I hate to interrupt, but you need to go to the Hokage office and tell him what happened, Iruka said, trying to get a hold of himself. Okay, I will do that. I have to tell him about my new friends. Naruto says, pointing towards Kin and Karin. With that said, Naruto kicked down the temporary office of the old Hokage, who was behind his desk pushing papers like usual. Old man, we have to talk. I got some major news to tell you. Naruto walked in, followed by Karin and Kin. Chapter 13. Old man, you won't believe what I discovered in the forest, Naruto said. Oh, it wouldn't happen to be these two young girls now, would it? Hiruzen said, looking up from his paperwork. Yay, and also Orochimaru is in the exams and is after Sasuke, but Kin here can give you more on his plans, Naruto said, pushing Kin to the Hokage, making her blush at being put on the spot. How can Kin tell me more? Hiruzen asked. I used to work for him. She responded hesitantly, afraid that she would be killed for working for him. Okay, by used to I assume you want to defect and join this village? Hiruzen responded, amused while smoking his pipe. Yes B, but I will be Naruto-sama's slave. The girl blushed at saying that out loud. Oh, well, that is a good way to save you from the evils of the council and transfer to our village safely. We can say he defeated you and claimed you as his reward. The old Hokage giggled like a pervert and wrote something down in a notebook that said tips for Ika Ika. Okay, can we get to what Orochimaru has planned? Karin said, getting annoyed by the pervy Hokage. Why yes we can. Anbu, leave us for a moment, he said, making a hand sign, and they bowed then left. Is that guy on the outside going to stay here as well? Karin asked, looking at the window. The old man looked surprised but then sighed. Jiraiya, you can come in now, you are busted. With that said, the window opened and a tall white-haired old man came inside the room. How did you sense me? Jiraiya asked bashfully at being caught. I am a Uzumaki sensor. You can't hide from me, Karin said a bit proudly. But yet you still couldn't beat a wild bear, Naruto said, laughing with Kin, who tried to hide her laugh. He is stopped when Karin hits him in the gut. Ow. What did you think would happen punching my armor? Naruto said, laughing even more. You asshole. She turned her back to him. Well anyways Kin, can you please tell me what my foolish teammate has done now? Jiraiya said, getting serious. He wants to destroy the village during the finals of the exams. He will be attacking with sand and sound. He wants to have Iwa attack them, but their leader thinks he is a fool and the plan will fail. But he never said no, so I would be careful. Wow, that is bad. If he gets Iwa, we will have a hard time fighting back. Hiruzen replied, troubled. Yes, that is just the outer works of the plan. Kin replied. There is more? Jiraiya asked, shocked. He wants to kill you the most, Lord Third. He will trap you in a barrier and revive the first, second, and fourth Hokage to kill you, Kin said, a bit worried for her new leader. Damn, that is not good, Naruto said, worried for his Gramps' safety. He will have Gaara, who is the host for the One Tails rampage in the village, along with giant snake summons destroy the village, Kin said. That is not good. That will cause mass damage and chaos all over the village, Naruto said, thinking about his new family and other people in the red light he cares for. I will inform the council about this and we will come up with a plan to overcome this, Hiruzen said. Yay, and you should most likely start to train again for the fight that is to come, along with all the clan heads, Naruto said seriously. Yes, you are right, we will need all our strength if we are to overcome this, Hiruzen said, just as serious. I can take out Gaara along with the giant snakes that are to come. My summons will deal with them along with some clones I can enhance with Kasumi's chakra, Naruto said, trying to help as much as he can. Okay, that is actually a good idea. You can have them focus on getting the civilians to safety along with defeating the ninja that will be on foot, Hiruzen said, nodding in agreement with him. Wait, you have a contract? Jiraiya asked, shocked. Yes I do, Naruto said. Show me, Jiraiya said, wanting to see if it is strong enough. He goes through hand signs and a puff of smoke. Later a small winged thunderbird is summoned and lands on Naruto's shoulder. You see, I have the thunderbird contract, Naruto said, rubbing the bird, getting it to lean into his hand. How did you get the mythical contract for them? Jiraiya asked, baffled that this boy has the contract. Well, it is an Uzumaki clan summoning contract, Naruto said, like it was no problem. Really, then can I sign it too? Karin asked with stars in her eyes. You sure can, Naruto said, rubbing Karin's head, making her eye twitch. I am not a dog. She hit him on top of his head. So do you know of your family as well? Jiraiya asked testily. If you are wondering if I know about my dad, then yes I do. I also know that you were close to him and could have been here for me, Naruto said, leveling a glare on him with some ki, making Jiraiya sweat a bit. Look, I am sorry, I was always out on the road and spying for the village. I wouldn't have been able to take proper care of you and do my duties for the village, Jiraiya said, trying to make the angry teen calm down. When you returned to the village to report to the old man, how come you never came to see me? Naruto said, still not letting up on his anger. Jiraiya put his head down because he had no excuse for that. I don't care anymore. I took care of myself back then anyways, Naruto said, railing his anger in. I can make it up to you by training you for the month, Jiraiya said, knowing this will get him. No, thank you, you have better things to work on than training someone who doesn't need your training, Naruto said. What, I am a legendary ninja. The strongest in the village, Jiraiya said, not believing he was just turned down. Strongest in the village, ha ha ha, Naruto laughed but then stopped and released 5 tails of Kasumi's chakra. Cracking the floor and windows, making a red cloak surround his body, and the 5 tails behind him came out. Good thing I put up that seal or the room would be flooded with ninjas. I am still in control, Naruto said, seeing Jiraiya about to put some seal on him. How can you control so much? Hiruzen asked, also surprised. It's because Kasumi-chan is my girlfriend, Naruto said with a smile. Is that the Nine Tails name? And the Nine Tails is a woman? Jiraiya said and couldn't believe what he was hearing. Yes, so call her by her name when you are in my presence, he said, and released the chakra. I am pretty sure I can still beat you though, Jiraiya said. I just beat your teammate in the forest while I was holding back, Naruto said, crossing his arms. No way. Jiraiya replied. Whatever, do you have the key to my seal? My dad said I would need it to master all of her chakra, Naruto said, holding his hand out. How did he tell you? Jiraiya asked. He sealed some of his chakra in the seal and talked to me after we had a fight, Naruto said, smiling at that. Who won? Hiruzen asked, a bit curious about this. Well, I did, but that is only because he wanted to test my strongest jutsu against his small Rasengan. He should have known that would happen. What was he thinking of challenging an Uzumaki in a jutsu contest? Naruto said, laughing at this again. Wow, I wish we had all been able to see that, Hiruzen said, dropping his pipe. Actually, you should be glad it took place in my head. If the fight was outside the village would have been destroyed by my final attack, Naruto said, smirking. Wow, Naruto-sama, you are really strong, Kin said, amazed at her new master. You bet I am, Kin-chan. Naruto replied, smiling at the girl, making her blush a bit. Well, I wanted to take you on a training trip for 3 years to help you get stronger and avoid a group of S-rank criminals after you, Jiraiya said, serious. Let me guess, you were gonna train me in Kasumi's chakra, Naruto said. Yes, Jiraiya said, not seeing the problem. That is stupid and would be a waste of time. A group of S-rank ninja are after people with bijou, you think they won't have a way to negate the use of her tailed beast chakra, Naruto said, crossing his arms again. Well, that makes sense. Jiraiya rubbed his head. I will go on a training trip with the other Jinchuriki and hunt down this group, Naruto said, clenching his fist. Karin, I would like it if you came with me, it would make things much easier to find them and you can be our medic, Naruto said, looking at Karin. I would, but I am not that strong, Karin said, looking down. Don't worry, we will all train together, Naruto said, pulling the redhead into a hug. That is a good plan, they won't be ready for that, Jiraiya said. You should get more information on them and send it to me and we will go get them before they get us. What is the name of the group? Naruto said, turning to him. The name of the group is called Akatsuki and I will get you that information, just be careful, they are really powerful. Jiraiya replied. Okay, now the key to the seal, I am in an exam after all. Naruto held his hand out again. Okay, let me summon him. Jiraiya went through hand signs and summoned the frog that held the key to the seal. Garatora, nice to see you, I am here so you can give the kid the key to his seal, Jiraiya said, pointing at Naruto. He looks a little too young but I can feel his power. I hope you know what you are doing. He then jumps into Naruto's seal. Okay, after this exam I will be going to Uzu and train in mastering Kasumi-chan's chakra and other things that will win us this upcoming war. Naruto said, walking out of the room followed by the girls. Well, sensei, I can see that he really likes the second Hokage a lot. I figured he would love his father. Were you telling him stories about your sensei? Jiraiya asked, looking at the old man. I did a little bit when he was younger, but he often read up on him when I would give him books about him. One time he even painted his face to have the same markings as my sensei, he chuckled at remembering that. Well, I am off, I have work to do. Don't forget to train again as well, Jiraiya said, jumping out the window. I wonder if I will make it past this or will this be my final battle? If so, I should write down my will and successor. He did just that and went back to filling out his paperwork again. In the halls of the tower, Naruto was walking to his assigned room along with Kin and Karin. Okay girls, I will send you to the house where you will be with the rest of my family. Kin, there is a maid quarter and you can put on the sexy maid outfit. Karin, you can pick out a room, just be sure to ask for help if any of you guys need help. He gave them both hugs and teleported them to the house. Okay, now let's see what this tower has to offer. He takes off his armor and puts on a normal black shirt and his black cape with red flames licking the bottom. Red pants that are tucked into black ninja sandals. He makes his way to the cafeteria and can see that the Sand team is there along with the Kumo group. This is not the Kumo team that was looking at Hinata-chan like they wanted to kidnap her. I hope she will be okay. He walks to the counter and can see they have food for everyone. He takes some and walks to sit by the Sand team. Hello again, my Sandy pals. He looked at the two boys. It is nice to see you again, my desert rose, he said, grabbing Tamari's hand and kissing it, making her blush. Hello Naruto-kun. Tamari cursed herself for looking weak in front of this handsome hunk. Don't touch my sister, you jerk, Kankuro said, switching places with his sister. Hello again Uzumaki-san, mother still wants your blood, Gaara said, looking at Naruto with a passive face. Kasumi-chan, is there any way we can get into his head and talk to Shukaku? Naruto asked his inner demon. Yes Naruto-kun, but you have to be making contact with him, Kasumi said, talking back to him from the seal. Okay, that sounds easy enough. He put his fist out in front of him for Gaara to touch. Come on Sandman, bump fist with me so we can speak in private. Gaara put his fist up slowly and they were both pulled into an inner plane along with their tailed beast. What do you want, you stupid fox? Shukaku said angrily. Don't be like that, little brother, I just want to see you again, Kasumi said in her fox form with Naruto on her head. I don't want to see you, just go and die along with your stupid human. He shot a wind bullet at them. Naruto made a lighting ball and shot it at the wind ball, cancelling his attack. Why are you so angry? I didn't do anything to you. You were born, that is what you did. The angry Tanuki said. Kasumi-chan, I can feel another soul inside him, Naruto said. Yes, this close I can also feel it, Kasumi said, narrowing her eyes. I will get rid of it, Naruto said, jumping next to Gaara, who was being quiet. Uzumaki-san, what are you doing? Gaara said, not showing how scared he was at looking at two Bijou. I am trying to help you. He writes a seal using his chakra and makes a ram sign. Uzumaki-style evil soul unsealing. He then slams his hand down on the sand spirit's head and a ghostly old man comes out. No, put me back. The ghost said. You old bag of dust, just die already, Shukaku said angrily. Naruto then destroy the seal and the old man goes away. Making Shukaku let out a long sigh. Thank you, stupid human, now can you also let me out this seal? Nice try, stupid raccoon, but Gaara will need your help in the future, Naruto said, patting his head. I will also fix the seal, making it more comfortable for the both of you, and make sure you become friends. I know you both need it. Naruto jumped back to Kasumi. Thank you, Uzumaki, Gaara said. Just call me Naruto, we are friends and brothers in arms, Naruto said, waving to Gaara and disappearing along with him. When they came back outside, they were in the same position until Gaara passed out. Making his sibling worry. No need to panic, I only fixed his seal and helped out his sandy friend, he is only sleeping, Naruto said, getting up. Thank you so much, Naruto-kun. Temari gave him a hug, making her blush at her actions. Don't worry, just get strong and look out for him, Naruto said, disappearing in a water pillar, making the team from Mist jealous that they couldn't do that. 3 days later. Time in the tower seemed to move in slow motion for Naruto after he helped Gaara. More teams made their way into the tower and fights almost broke out a couple of times. He really talked to Temari some more, along with Ino, Hinata, and his cute little sisters. He also practiced a little bit inside his room and took the time to work on Kasumi's chakra when he put the seals up. He was at a roadblock because he needed to face his dark side. He could hear little whispers now that he started to use more of her chakra. Wake up, time to kill. A voice of pure hatred and darkness sounded from his mind. Listen here, you knock off. You are not going to be waking me up out of my sleep just because you have homicidal problems. Naruto replied, putting his head back on the pillow. You know. You are not reacting like I wanted you to. Naruto's evil side replied. Well, what did you think? You are me and I am you, so this should not be a surprise, Naruto said, still laying down. Well, when you put it like that, I guess you are right, but I am all of your negative things, so I am supposed to do this until we meet and fight for your body. The voice of evil replied. Yay, that is not going to happen. We are not going to fight because we would end up killing each other, but I am also not going to try and talk you into changing your ways, Naruto said, rolling over in bed. Showing he is sleeping topless. Well damn, way to mess up my fun, you bastard, he chuckled at the last part. I only started talking to you now because I'm getting weaker due to all the positive things going on in your life now, and I am slowly disappearing. Dark, Naruto said a bit sadly at the last part. You mean our life? I know how you must be feeling. You don't want to be forgotten or ignored and you want my attention, Naruto said. I tell you what, when this is over, how about we do whatever needs to be done in order to use Kasumi-chan's chakra, Naruto said in a happy tone. Fine, it is better than just being stuck in your mind with nothing to do other than watch what you do. Dark, Naruto replied. See ya. He left doing an evil laugh. Okay, you have to teach me that. He replied out loud, only to get a response in the form of more laughing. Okay, Naruto-kun, now that you are done talking to yourself, get up before the girls come in and get you, Kasumi said after listening to the conversation. You are right about that. If Sakura-chan came in here and saw me still sleeping, I would be in trouble. As he speaks, a little shiver went up his spine, remembering the last time he didn't get up. He had to dodge punches that leveled buildings. Kasumi came out of the seal in her fox form and sat on top of his head. Let's go, my love, we have people who need their asses beat. Kasumi yipped from his head. What shall I wear today? Armor for heavy combat or my cape for fast and precise combat? Naruto speaks, rubbing his chin in thought. He decided on the cape because they are inside and he felt like being fast today. He puts on his long sleeve black shirt followed by black onbu pants. Tossing on his black haori with the red flames at the bottom, he walks outside in black onbu sandals. Hello, Naruto-kun. He turned his head only to feel his head placed into breast. Anko-chan, I think you should greet me like this all the time. The muffled answer came from in between her chest. Well, we can always do more to make this a better morning, Anko said with a seductive smirk on her face. As much as I would like to do that, why don't you act like a sensei and take me to where everyone is, Naruto said in a dismissing tone, turning around, making his cape flap. Fine, come with me this way. She grabbed him by the hand and pulled him along the hallways until they got to a large fighting area and everyone was on the rails. Go stand on the rail and wait for your name to be called. She turned and gave him a quick kiss. Good luck Naruto-kun, I have money on you, so win it all for me. She then vanished. Making his way to the others, he can see that some of the team are banged up or are not fully recovered and will be easy pickings. The sensei are talking to each other and giving pep talks to their Chunin if they need it. The Hokage then appeared and began some speech about the exams, but Naruto was not listening. Instead, he was thinking about some training he can do or who it is that will be a problem for him in these exams. Kasumi-chan, do you think we can do some transformation like the other perfect Jinchuriki? Naruto asked the fox sitting on his head peacefully. Yes Naruto-kun, but you have to face your darkness first and then come for my chakra, but considering how you are chatting it won't be hard. Yeah, I know he is a cool guy once you get past his evil tendencies. You do realize you are complimenting yourself, right? Yeah, what is your point? I saw you in the mirror talking about how you are the strongest and your fur is to die for. He laughed at remembering catching her hype herself up. You said that you won't bring that up again. The fox said, hitting his head rapidly. Okay, I'm sorry, it was just too funny to forget. Naruto is pulled out of his though when a cloth drops and a huge screen appears on the board. Sasuke Uchiha vs Yoroi Kato. Everyone else walked back up to the rails in order to get out of the way of the fight. You got this Sasuke, don't let me down, Kakashi said, patting Sasuke on the back. HN. Watching the fight he could see that Sasuke was having trouble in this fight. He should be able to demolish this guy, but it seems the curse mark is messing with his effectiveness in battle. This must have been what that snake piss ant wanted. Yoroi took his chakra and made him use the power of the curse mark. And next up we have Zaku Abumi vs Shino Aburumi. This match was mainly a fight of long range and who could sneak who. Naruto could see that Shino indeed was a great ninja, but he did not have any close quarter combat capabilities and that would lead to his downfall. Zaku was already weak from the ass whopping Naruto gave him in the forest. Tsurugi Misumi vs Kankuro. Hey makeup boy, if you win I will give you a coupon for a shop that sells makeup for people like you, Naruto yelled, making everyone laugh. It's war paint, Kankuro yelled back, red-faced from embarrassment. Yay, whatever, just get down there and fight with you stupid dolls. You bastard, get down here and say it to my face. Nah, I would rather spend some alone time with your hot sister. He sent a wink to Tamari, making her blush at being called out like that. The fight that followed left most people actually impressed at how good he is with puppets and his use of hiding in plain sight during the fight. Wow, it seems you are somewhat talented, Naruto said, looking at the puppet boy. Well, I am the upcoming genius of our village. Kankuro replied, puffing his chest out in pride. Yay, if you say so. Naruto walked back to his spot by Sakura. I hope my match can come up. I have places to be, Naruto said, leaning on the wall. Don't worry, I am sure you will be up soon, Sakura said, patting his back in comfort. Will you cook me some dinner again? Your cooking is really good, Naruto said. Really, was it good? She pushed her fingers together. Yeah, everyone loved it the last time. Just don't make those soldier pills again, I think you almost killed Haku last time. Shut it, that was my first time making those, Sakura said with a tick mark on her head. Naruto Uzumaki vs Amoy. Finally it's my turn. Naruto then jumps to the ground but floats down using his wind affinity at the last second. Oh man, what if this guy kills me and then kills my family and then war breaks? He is cut off when a Karu hits him on the head. Just get your ass down there and fight. She kicked him off. Man, why do the flat-chested girls always cause the most problems? Amoy said from the ground. I feel you, man, they always resort to violence to get their point across, Naruto said in sympathy. Hey! The shout came from Sakura and Karu, who had angry faces and fists in the air. Alright, let's leave them alone for now, Amoy said, getting in a stance with his sword. Let's dance. They rush off at each other, leaving dust trails in their way. They clash blades and are in a struggle, but everyone can see Naruto is winning if the grin on his face is anything to go by. A clone comes from behind Amoy and attempts to slash, but he narrowly dodges. Kasumi-chan, this will get messy. Can you go wait on the stands? He talks to the fox and she gets up and jumps into Hinata's arms, making the girl smile and begin to pet her. Alright, now let's get back to it, Naruto said, turning back to Amoy. He charges back at him and takes slashes that Amoy blocks but has to struggle with because Naruto was physically stronger than him. Amoy then coated his blade in lighting chakra, hoping to zap Naruto and his blade. Lightning slash. Amoy slashes his blade multiple times, hoping to cut Naruto with the sharp blades of lighting. Easy, Naruto said. Wind cutter. Naruto brings his sword down, cancelling out his lighting blades and also blowing strong winds in his face. That is not all you can do, is it? Not even close. Amoe then charges back and Naruto meets him head on. They then enter a heated dance of blades and sparks can be seen flying off the blades along with the sound of grunts and skin being cut. Naruto goes for a diagonal slash ready to cut him down. Amoe counters and slides his blade along Naruto's making more sparks fly. Naruto then ducks the swing that would have taken his head off and comes up with a vertical slash leaving a long cut on the front of Amoe's chest. You dance well. Came the cool reply from Naruto, who was looking at Amoe with a grin still in place. Damn, I didn't think he could be fast and strong. This cut really hurts. I hope I don't bleed out. Stands. Damn Anko, this kid is a whiz with the blade, Ibiki said standing by Anko with an impressed face. Yeah, he even beat me using that style. Anko replied with pride in her student. What style is that? Hate asked. He said it was called the Moonlight Sword style, and let me be the first to say. That shit is scary. She shivered at remembering fighting him in that sword. I knew it seemed familiar. That style is legendary, Hate said with surprise. I am glad I get to see it. Yeah, he defeated 2 of the 7 swordsmen with the style, Kakashi said remembering his battle on the bridge. If he has it mastered he will win this fight no matter what, Hate said, looking with more vigor at the fight. Arena. Back down to the fight. Naruto can be seen with a slash on his chest he had received from their exchange. Amoe had even more cuts on his body than last time. The ground had several cuts and cracks from the force of the attacks. Hey man, I can't keep up anymore, can we end this? The heavily panting Kumo ninja said, barely able to stand. Sure we can, and because I respect your strength with the blade allow me to show you a technique of the Moonlight Sword style, Naruto said getting ready to draw his blade. Amoe did the same, charging lighting in his final attack. The two then disappear, only being spotted by the Jonin and those above. When they became visible to everyone again they were on different sides of each other. 38th Dance Marionettes, Naruto said, and blood shot from Amoe and he fell to the ground. Naruto swiped his blade of the blood and put it back in its sheath until it clicked. So it seems his last attack reached me, Naruto said looking down at the cut on his torso. Winner Naruto Uzumaki, Hate said, and a round of claps sounded and the medics ran to pick up Amoe. Naruto walked up to the stands and he got congratulations from people. GG, great J job Naruto-kun. I have some medicine for you to help your cut, Hinata said, bowing her head to hide the blush, making Kasumi fall off. Thank you Hinata-chan, but my arms hurt so you will have to put the medicine on for me, he said, smirking at the girls whose face was red like a tomato. Oh okay NN Naruto-kun. She walked up to him and put the medicine on her fingers, then rubbed it on his open chest wound. She began to go even redder and steam came from her ears until she couldn't take it anymore and passed out. And Naruto-kun see chest. This is the last thing she said before going limp. Well Karin, I think you need to take your student's place and finish what she started, Naruto said looking at the women who blushed. What, I am not doing that, she said looking away. Don't be like that. You owe me, or do you not remember when you wanted me to eat that whipped cream off your body and lick the he is stopped when Kurenai appears in front of him blushing heavily. All the guys had nosebleeds and the girls were jealous, even the stoic Samui was a bit jealous. Shut up, I will rub the stupid medicine on you. She then did just that and began to rub it on his chest. She was blushing from all the eyes on her, but keep going or be let everyone know about her sex life. Thank you Kurenai-chan. He gave her a kiss on the lips. I will see you all at home, I have things to do. Wait, Naruto, you can't. He stopped when he saw he disappeared in a blue flash. Leave. You know, sometimes I don't think he respects my position as Hokage. He put his head down at that. You just noticed that. He calls you old man and just walks into your office whenever he feels like it, Anko said laughing at him. Uzumaki compound. I'm home, Naruto shouted coming through the door. Hello Naruto-kun. Tsunade walked up, giving him a kiss which he returned without hesitation. What are you doing home so early, shouldn't you be at the exams? Raising her eyebrow in confusion. I just got done fighting and I decided to leave because I have to pack for my trip. Naruto replied, walking to the kitchen to get a drink. What about your friends? They will want your support, so you should go back, Tsunade said, putting her hands on her hips, standing her ground. But why? They are strong enough to handle the fights. Naruto-kun, go back or no ramen for a month, Tsunade said in a sweet tone. You can be so cruel sometimes. Can I at least see Rukia-chan? Naruto said, going to the backyard, but is pulled back when she grabs the back of his coat. No, If you see her you will want to stay with her all day long and then never go back. Tsunade replied, trying to lecture him, but Naruto was not really paying attention. Are you listening to me? Tsunade asked with a tick mark on her head. Yes, I was. The blonde said in a cheery tone. He gave her an eye smile that made her more aggravated. Then what did I say? Tsunade said and crossed her arms under her chest. I love you. Next thing Naruto knew, he was standing outside the compound with a bump on his head. She must have had some kind of ninja training, because the way she swings that pan is going to kill me one day. Naruto then got up and started to fly back towards the tower. Arena. Back in the arena, more fights had progressed and none were as good as Naruto's so far. Sakura had fought Shikamaru, and despite her overwhelming strength and great intellect at keeping him on the move, not letting him think of a plan, she still lost due to overconfidence in thinking she would just crush him. Naruto came back and could see the next match was Hinata versus her cousin, and the girl was ready to die from how scared she was. Hinata, you can do this, okay? Karin said, giving her a comfortable hug. Thank you, sensei, she said with more confidence in herself. But you can still see the terror in her eyes. Hinata, I know that is not fear I see, Naruto said, floating down. And Naruto-kun, I. A hand made her stop. Hinata, you don't need to fear, it will only weigh you down during this fight. You trained and put in just as much work as everyone else, don't let fear control you. A nod from the girl let him know she was listening well to what he was saying. Remember, the will of fire burns bright. It will give you the power you need to surpass your limits and defeat whatever enemy stands in front of you. But remember, power is not simply will, power is the ability to make things happen. She nods and everyone can see how she is now motivated and no longer has any fear. Oh, one more thing. He rips the jacket right off her body, making her yell and cover herself. You don't need this to weigh you down. Now get down there and kick his ass. She jumps down with a determined gaze. I know you are not actually going to listen to that failure. His fate was already chosen, just like you, Neji said with a smirk, trying to break her down. Just shut up and fight me, Hinata said more seriously than anyone has seen her before. She got in her stance ready to do battle. You are a failure, it won't make a difference. Neji replied with a scowl and got ready to fight. Fight! The two then rush at each other, throwing strikes meant to deal damage and close off the chakra points at the same time. Through the whole encounter of strikes, Hinata landed a good amount of hits, more than Neji can say he is proud of to have let hit him. That does not mean the Hyuga was unscathed, she has been hit in her shoulder and arms. I have closed off your chakra points. What will you do now? Failure, Neji said, trying to taunt her. I will keep fighting because I don't quit and I don't run, that's my ninja way. In the stands, Naruto smiles along with the rest of Hinata's friends. Rock Lee even begins to cheer her on, followed by Naruto. You will die here, girl. So what, coward? Hinata then charges back towards him, catching him off guard by her sudden speed, and she manages to land a hit to his chest, knocking the wind from his lungs. Sending him to a knee, only to be sent flying when he meets a kick to his face. What's wrong, can you not dance any longer? Hinata said with a smirk, copying her not-so-secret crush. Oh hell yeah, Naruto shouted from the rails. I taught her that. Naruto is crying tears like a proud father seeing his only child that made it. Naruto-san, I don't think her clan would appreciate you corrupting their heir, Shino said, standing next to Naruto. Who cares, they are not going to do anything. If anything, I am helping their clan that is destroying itself. What do you mean destroying itself? Asuma asked. The main branch is treating their side branch like slaves, and it only gets worse as time goes on. The kidnapping only made things worse by giving the leader of the side branch to them, Naruto said, remembering what had happened. If we are not careful, we might have a repeat of the Uchiha massacre on our hands. They then became quiet and focused back on the fight that had turned back to Neji's favor. Hinata was on her knees with blood coming from her lips and breathing heavily. I can't keep up, I am done for. She glances at Naruto and he only nods with a smile. Winner Neji Hyuga. Just like fate predicted, I won and you are on the ground like a failure. Don't fight your fate, just accept it, Neji said with an arrogant smirk on his face. You know, Neji, you seem to be fighting your fate most out of everyone in our clan. Always trying to learn the techniques of the main branch. It seems you just can't accept the fact that you were born in the side branch, Hinata said with a sad gaze, looking at her cousin. Shut up, you know nothing of fate. I am cursed with this life. Neji charges at Hinata, ready to end her life, and the Jonin are not fast enough to stop him. Clang. That is what sounded off in the arena. Naruto can be seen in a blade lock with the Hokage of all people, and it seems he is struggling to hold back the angry blonde. And Naruto, you must calm down. The Hokage said, pushing off Naruto, whose eyes were red with slits and his whisker were thicker. I am perfectly calm, Naruto said, exchanging blows with the staff of the Hokage. Just move and let me cut him down. Naruto replied in a calm voice. If you do, then you are going to be disqualified. Hinata wouldn't want that for you. That was the wrong thing to say because Naruto picked up speed and blitzed the Hokage, going right past him to the Hyuga, who had wide eyes filled with terror. RR rotation. The boy started to spend and Naruto was about to bring his sword down and cut him down. He was stopped when a fox kicked him away. Naruto-kun, you must calm down or you will be in serious trouble with the village, Kasumi said, standing in front of him the size of a full-grown horse. The two stare each other down for a bit, red-slitted eyes gazing back at each other. Chakra pouring from the two, shaking the arena and cracking the ground under their feet. The Jonin were on guard, ready for anything to go down. Sweating at the pressure of the two beasts in front of them. The Junon was shaking and behind the sensei. The foreign ninja were shocked that this kid fought the Hokage and is now releasing all this chakra. Oh no, Kasumi Ne-chan is ready to fight, and her mate is also ready. We should leave because your team is about to pass out. The Nibi said inside the head of Yugito. Holy shit, just how strong is this guy, Karu said, holding on to the railing because of the shaking. That is cool, Samui said, also holding the rail with wide eyes. That kid has some real balls standing up to Kasumi like that, Shikaku said inside Gaara's head. Mother, are you scared? I am a man, stop calling me that, it's weird. Sorry. Tamari, I think the invasion is a bust if this kid is involved, Kankuro said to his sister. Yes, we should not have gone with it in the first place. Tamari replied from behind her fan. Back on the arena floor, the pressure had only gotten heavier, and right when it seemed they was about to jump at each other, Naruto stood up and sheathed his sword and walked to Hinata, who was being protected by a barrier Naruto had put up on her. He walked to it and disabled the seal, and he grabbed her hand and smiled at her. Hinata looked into his eyes that went back to the blue that she loved. Did I do good, and Naruto-kun? He only smiled at her. You were amazing and I loved when you used my line. They both chuckled at that. The medics came to take her and he wished her good health. When he got back up, everyone was subjected to feeling his ki and the weaker kids fainted while everyone else were sweating, even the hiding Orochimaru. No, this boy cannot be allowed to live, he will mess up the plan. I will send Guren after him, she has never failed me. His thoughts stopped when the boy of his thoughts spoke. You better hope we don't fight or you will without a doubt not make it out of the match in one piece, Naruto said, turning his red eyes filled with fury to the shaking Hyuga. He then goes to the hospital room to watch over Hinata. Now let's get back to the matches. The sickly proctor said. Tenten vs Tamari. Tenten wasted no time in charging the San Kunoichi with her superior speed and excellent swordsmanship to keep Tamari from getting too far and launching her wind jutsu with her fan. Kasumi was in the stands watching Ino bully Kairo with her staff and fire jutsu. Feeling a bit sad at how she and Naruto just acted towards each other. Kasumi-chan, I am sorry for how I acted. I lost my cool for a second, Naruto said, speaking through the mental link. Don't worry, Naruto-kun. It is okay, I just needed you to calm yourself before you did something you would regret. Kasumi chirped with a foxy grin. Can you tell me what happens during the rest of the matches? I am with Hinata-chan. Sure thing, just don't do anything to the helpless girl. Just who do you think I am? I won't take advantage of her like that. I know, I'm just messing with you. I will see you later. She ended the link and focused back on the final match. Gaara vs Rock Lee, Canon. Okay, all those who won come down and listen up for who you will be fighting in the finals, Hate said. First up we have Naruto Uzumaki vs. Chapter 14. Naruto Uzumaki vs Neji Hyuga. Sasuke Uchiha vs Gaara. Tamari vs Shikamaru Nara. Samui vs Shino. These will be the matches for the first round of the finals, and those who win the first round will move on to the second round, where you will fight those who have not fought yet. Hate spoke through his coughs. Neji, I feel so sorry for you, Tenten said, looking at her teammate in sadness. He merely scoffed and walked off, talking about how he was destined to win no matter what. Don't worry about it, my youthful student, he will learn the hard way. Her energetic sensei spoke, walking up to her. I know Guy sensei, it was nice knowing him. Tenten, you don't think Naruto will kill him, do you? Guy spoke with wide eyes at the potential loss of one of his students. To a comrade nonetheless. Maybe if Hinata asks him not to, but still Naruto does not take kindly to someone deliberately hurting someone close to him. One time at the orphanage some kid hit me because he said I looked like a fat panda. I told Naruto and he went and beat him up so bad he was sent to the Hokage office. Tenten said all this with a faraway gaze in her eyes at remembering Naruto was always protecting her. Guy had anime tears in his eyes at hearing the story. Such youthful actions. Naruto-kun's flames were always an inferno. Tenten only sweat dropped at how her sensei took things to the heart. Yugito took her team and they left the arena chatting about what they will do for the exams. Samui, I want you to be careful in your fight with the Uzumaki, Yugito said looking at her student who had a thoughtful expression on her face. Samui earthed to Samu. Huh? Samui said coming out of her daze. Why are you so spaced out? That normally isn't like you, Karu said next to her teammate. I was just thinking about something, Samui said in her monotone voice. Thinking about how to make those huge breasts smaller, Amoi said only to be hit in the head by Karu and Yugito who had angry faces. Shut your mouth you perv. See what I mean always hitting me. That Naruto guy was right. Amoi spoke from the ground rubbing his head. Speaking of him, that kid is crazy strong. He beat the Hokage in a Kenjutsu duel like it was nothing, Karu said in amazement at remembering how good he was in his sword style. Not to mention how he completely outperformed you in your battle. Karu smirked at her teammate at the last part. Yay, he had me beat the whole time. I could tell he was holding back on me and he still beat me effortlessly, Amoi said getting back up and walking alongside his team to their hotel. You at least got that last strike on him, Karu said trying to help her friend out. Look at me. I have bandages all over my body, I am walking with a limp. All I did was cut him twice and he was fighting like it was nothing, Amoi said pointing out the facts from his battle. Yea, you are correct. I could also see how he was holding back on you if the display with the Hokage and Fox was anything to go by. Samui spoke up. What was with that fox anyway? It had more chakra than all of us combined, Karu said getting angry that an animal had more chakra than her. You are not kidding, its chakra felt similar to your Yugito sensei, Amoi said and then froze in his tracks. Sensei, why you don't think that was the Nine Tails? He couldn't believe he was in the presence of the strongest tailed beast. Yes, it was the Nine Tails and it was facing its host. Yugito spoke walking into their hotel room. Holy shit. Is that why he was so strong? Karu said finally realizing why he was so strong. No, Matabi said he only used how power during the whole fight. Then what was with his fox-like eyes? Samui spoke laying down on her bed. He must have been so angry that he only let the chakra change his eyes. That means he has good control over the Nine Tails chakra to only let it get into his eyes and not his whole body. Yugito spoke to her students. Do you think you can beat him, sensei? The question came from Samui who was eyeing her sensei with calculative blue orbs she called eyes. She stayed silent for a moment thinking the question over for herself. I don't know. I would have to see him fight more. All I know about him now is that he is a master with the blade and at least one tail of Nine Tails chakra, Yugito said taking a seat to rest her feet and mind. For now Samui, we will train you for the final since only you made it. She eyes her other two students who look away with blushes. We will spar and I will use Matatabi's chakra so you can know how a Jinchuriki fights. Got it. Samui replies. And you two will also get more practice in. You guys were obliterated by your opponents, Yugito said sternly to her students. Sorry. They both say and drop their heads. Uzumaki compound. Papa, are you sure I can't come? Rukia said on Naruto's bed with a sad face. Naruto sits next to her and she climbs in his lap hugging him. Come on now honey, I told you it's dangerous and I don't want anything to happen to you, Naruto said wrapping his arms around her. But I am strong. I can even make weapons out of my bloodline now, Rukia declared making an ice sword. Naruto smiles proudly at this. Well, if you are so strong, I guess I can leave you in charge of the compound while I am gone. Naruto spoke in a teasing tone. She brightened up at that. Really, you are going to have me protect everyone? She jumps to her feet in excitement. Yep, my little captain. Those words sparked something inside of the young girl. Words she had no idea nor meaning of. Rukia Uzumaki vowed to keep this promise. Me and Sode no Shirayuki sleeved white snow, make this promise to you father. When she finished this a bright light came from her stomach and the whole room was coated in a strange pressure that weighed down on Naruto. He pushed it off with his own strong chakra. Rukia was on the ground panting heavily with something laying on the ground. Naruto looking down at his daughter picked her up and laid her on the bed. Rukia-chan, what did you do? Naruto said worriedly. Was that? She pointed to the sword on the ground. Naruto goes to pick it up but ice spikes come out and stab his hands when he grabbed the handle. It's just like the 7 swords of the mist. This blade must only be able to be wielded by its owner. Naruto thought to himself. He goes to pick it up again but uses a different approach. Once he grabs the blade, the same thing happens, but he doesn't let go. Instead he pumps his chakra into the blade. Obey me. The simple 2 words were said with so much power and will that the blade retracted the spikes and gave off a humming sound, like it was in a comfortable situation and did not just get dominated. So if you can overpower the blade, it will allow you to wield it, but I imagine it will be stronger in the hands for who it was meant for. He examined the blade to get a good look at it. A normal katana that has a rectangular tsuba with a vaguely flame-like pattern on the long sides and a curved line on the short sides, inward curved corners, comes with curved slits above and below the blade. A reddish-brown handle with little strings on the handle. Rukia-chan, why did this blade come from your stomach? He said, asking his daughter, who got up and took the blade from her father. It is not some blade. Her name is Sode no Shirayuki, Rukia said, rubbing the hilt making the blade hum. She can talk? Naruto asked, confused. Yes, and she says you should be more careful when you assert yourself on her like you did. She almost became bonded to you, Rukia said, and gave a glare towards her father. Sorry, sweetie. He put his hands up. Holy shit, my daughter just got a talking sword that has her ice powers and an all-new power source. Thinking, he only smiled at how strong his little girl would become. She says she is what's called a zanpakuto and will train me in her arts, Rukia said with her ear to the blade. Naruto's sweat dropped at seeing her do that. The door opened and Kin, dressed in a maid outfit along with a healthy blush on her face, came in. Naruto-sama, I have packed all of your food for your trip to your homeland, she said with a smile on her face. Okay, thank you, Kin-chan, and by the way, you look absolutely gorgeous in that outfit. Winking at the girl, making her blush and walk away. The two then leave his room. Rukia went to show everyone her zanpakuto and get some training in. Naruto went to check in on Karin because he hasn't seen her since he left her here. He can see her putting clothes up in her closet after she had got back shopping with Kin and Tsunade. Well, look at what we have here. Naruto spoke from her doorway. She jumped and threw a kunai, but he caught it and tossed it back to her. You know, it is not nice to throw sharp objects at the person who saved you. The blonde spoke, smirking at the sheepish redhead. Sorry about that, you just snuck up on me. She replied with a little blush on her face. You know, for a censor you often get snuck up on a lot. He replied in an amused tone, much to her annoyance. What do you want, bro, or are you here to annoy me? Karin said with a twitching eyebrow. He chuckles a bit. A little bit of both. I will be leaving later tonight, so I won't be around until the finals. Oh well, I hope you have a nice trip and be safe, Karin said from inside her closet. He then left her room to tell everyone that he will be leaving tonight. The whole Uzumaki family all spent the rest of the day together, laughing and having fun to wish him goodbye. Later that night. For the last time, Ino-chan, I have everything, Naruto said, sighing, making everyone laugh at how Ino was acting like some overprotective mother. Come on, Ino-chan, I think Naruto-kun can handle himself, Haku said, trying to help out her boyfriend. Thank you, Haku-chan. He gave her a kiss as a reward, one that she liked. Plus I have Kasumi-chan to heal me if things get really bad. Naruto spoke, patting his stomach because she was inside the seal for the ride. Okay, Naru-kun, we will miss you, Kurenai said, giving him a hug and a kiss, followed by Anko, Ino, and Tsunade. After a few more goodbyes and hugs, he flashed to the Hokage office where the old man was reading his porn. I will be leaving to Uzu now, Gramps. Oh Naruto-kun, good, just be careful and look out for potential threats on your trip. The old man said, trying to save face in front of Naruto and the hidden Anbu. Oh Kitty-chan, can I get a goodbye hug again? Naruto spoke, looking up knowing Yugao was up there watching him. She dropped from the ceiling and walked to him. Hands to yourself this time. She spoke in a stern tone. He smirked and brought her into a hug that she returned. He whispered in her ear. I just can't keep my hands off you, you are just so damn sexy, I have a hard time controlling myself. Naruto spoke huskily in her ear, rubbing his hands up and down her well-toned body, making her blush under her mask. Maybe when you get back I can let you feel even more of me? She said in the same tone, making him smirk. He removed her mask, showing her red cheeks and red lips. Moving their heads closer, they begin to make out in the middle of the Hokage office. They battle with their tongues and the sound of their lips is all that is heard. Moving his hands onto the bottom of her Anbu pants, getting a nice feel of her firm ass, making her moan into the kiss. 4 thuds sound out in the room and they stop their heated make-out session to see the Hokage and 3 other Anbu passed out with nosebleeds. Well, I guess we gave them a show to remember, didn't we? Smacking her ass, getting a pleasure feels yelp from the Anbu captain. Why yes we did, Naruto-kun. Yugao spoke, blushing at doing that in front of the Hokage and her squad. I will see you when I get back and maybe we can do this again. One last kiss and he jumps out the window leaving a hot and bother Anbu captain. Naruto lands on top of the village gate and goes through hand signs for summoning. Out of the smoke cloud came a huge six-winged bird that was all black with a blue tint to it and black beak. Hello Naruto-sama, it is nice to meet you. My name is Arizona and I am a transportation-type thunderbird. The bird said, bowing its head. Nice to meet you, buddy. I just want you to take me towards the village of whirlpools, Naruto said, getting on the bird's back. Ah yes, the great village of the Uzumakis, Arizona said in a nostalgic tone of voice. He then flaps his giant wings and takes off to the night sky, not noticing the women with navy blue hair who followed them. Once the two make it a great distance, Naruto starts to chat with the bird, just asking him questions about his species and what they normally like to do. He found out they really love bird baths in heated water. Naruto also practiced more on his chakra control and Rasengan training. All of a sudden a barrage of what looks like crystal shuriken. A barrel roll from Arizona and he avoids all of them. The fuck, I know crystal shuriken wasn't on the forecast, Naruto said, standing up on Arizona. Naruto-sama, I can see a woman from below. I am pretty sure she is the one to blame for all of this. Naruto uses some of Kasumi's chakra in his eyes to make his vision better, in turn making his eyes red with slits. The woman looks up and sees red slitted eyes gazing at her with such intensity it makes her a little nervous because no one looks at her like that. That is actually pretty terrifying, but my lord gave me a mission and told me some of his skills, so I have this in the bag. The woman thinks, trying to give herself some confidence. Okay, I will rain down attacks from atop of you for a bit. And I will send you home. I'll call someone else so you won't have to come out again, Naruto said, rubbing Arizona's head. Okay, master. And I am not a dog, don't rub my head. He smacks Naruto's hand off with one of his wings. Lighting style falling senbone. A shower of blue senbone sparking with electricity fall from the sky in large quantities, causing the girl on the ground to dodge, but she gets little cuts that shock her enough for more to hit her. Crystal dome. She shouts and is protected by a pink dome, causing the senbone to bounce off. Oh, I see, bloodline versus bloodline is it? Well, you won't beat me. Naruto goes through hand signs and his hands spark. Storm release dancing circuit. From his hands laser-like beams shot and zoomed towards the dome, hitting it with heavy force, leaving little cracks and chipping the dome. Inside the dome the woman is struggling to hold it up while taking heavy fire. Should I need to wait for him to stop the firing and then make a quick move to get him down? She says, gritting her teeth. The force stops and she peeks through one of the holes in the dome and can't see him in the air. Where the hell is he? She can hear a flapping sound and sees his cape coming down, and then she hears a sizzling sound and immediately recognizes it. Boom! An explosion rocks the area where her dome was. A dust cloud picks up, blocking the aftermath of the attack. Naruto comes from behind a tree in nothing but his long-sleeved black shirt along with black onbu pants and sandals. That was not enough to get her. He quickly jumps away from his spot because it was bombarded with crystal weapons. Well, it seems Shining Beauty survived. Naruto spoke to the panting blue-haired woman who had burns on her clothes and face. Shut up, you bastard. What is your name and why are you trying to kill me? He asked, but already had an idea of who sent her after him. My name is Karin and I was sent by Lord Orochimaru to come kill you. Naruto noticed the hesitant way she called him Lord and filed it away for later. So the snake Pito sent you? You do know I made his snake ass run away in the forest of death, right? Naruto spoke, crossing his arms. She widens her eyes because she was not told about that fact. Having second thoughts because she knew she was not strong enough to beat him. Liar, I will kill you just like the others who I have faced. Karin spoke, going through hand signs. Crystal style crystal dragon. A pink dragon appeared from behind her and let a roar out, charging at Naruto, who only smirked. Storm style raging dragon. Naruto shouts and a dragon bigger than what she created came into existence, letting out a roar that echoed through the night and charged toward the crystal dragon. They struggle for a little bit, but Naruto adds more chakra into his dragon and it overpowers hers, rushing towards her. Crystal wall. She quickly goes through hand signs and a massive crystal wall raised in order to block his attack. The attack collides with her wall and she is blown back by the force because her wall couldn't block the full attack. Naruto puts up one hand sign and his jutsu comes to life. Wind style wind torpedo. He aims towards Karin and she is hit right in the stomach with the full might of the jutsu and it launches her through trees. I am not done with you yet. Naruto goes through more hand signs. Water style explosive water shockwave. The attack collides with the recovering Karin, who was not ready for his next move. After the attack he can see Karin on the ground coughing up water and bruised up. He rushes her to engage in hand-to-hand. He hits her in the face, but instead of flinching away from the hit his fist is enveloped in crystals. His feet follow and then he is blasted with crystal shuriken in the back. Turning his head he can see Karin coming out with a smirk but is still bleeding and soaked. "Well, not so hard now, are you?" Karin says, grinning at the blonde who is in pain from the weapons in his back. "You were a strong opponent and the toughest I have fought, but this is goodbye for you." She rams a crystal sword into his heart. "For what it is worth, I am sorry I didn't want to do this or work for him, but with this stupid curse seal I have no choice." Karin says with a sad look. "Don't worry about it, Hadi, just survive this next attack and I will help you out." Naruto spoke, grinning at her. Despite the situation she get a little blush on her face. "What attack, you are dying?" Karin spoke, getting under control. The Naruto who was trapped puffed into smoke and she looked blankly until she heard his voice again. "Storm, release Zeus's wrath." The storm clouds part and a man made of lighting can be seen peeking through. He drops his hand and faster than Karin can react, she is struck by a barrage of high-powered blasts of lightning. "Damn, I think that was too much. I didn't want to kill her," Naruto said and went over to the smoking crater caused by his attack. The forest then starts to catch fire from his last attack. He quickly puts it out with some water jutsu. "Hey, are you alive?" he asked the smoking body. Putting his fingers on her neck he can feel a weak heartbeat. Okay, she is barely alive, she must have been experimented on by Snake Pedo and caused her body to be more enhanced. Naruto spoke, picking her up and summoning a thunderbird. This one was forest green with a white head and yellow beak. "Hello Naruto-sama, my name is Lina." The six-winged bird spoke. "Hello there Lina, I need you to bring me and my passenger to Uzu please," Naruto said, putting Karin on the bird's back while he climbed on and held her. "Okay, shall I go as fast as I can or at a moderate pace?" she said, getting in the air. "A moderate pace, I'm going to take a nap." "Good night Lina." He rubbed her head and laid his head down and went to sleep. Not seeing the happy smile on Lina's beak from getting a head rub. Sometime later Karin starts to wake up from the beating she received from Naruto. She looks around and can see she is in the air moving. She looks over and almost passes out from what she sees. Karin is flying through the air hundreds of feet in the sky. Falling back on her back she can see Naruto sleeping like nothing is wrong. How can he sleep in a situation like this? She pokes him to see if any reaction. Now is my chance to kill him. But he let me live and is even bringing me wherever he is going. Karin gazes at his sleeping face and sees his whisker marks, she feels like she must touch them. So she does and Naruto lightly purrs. Kawaii. She had to resit the urge to glomp him and pet his face. Naruto cracks an eye open and can see Karin looking at him with a small blush. "If you take a picture it will last longer." He smirks and she turns her head. "Why did you let me live?" Karin asked quietly. "Well, you said you were being forced so I won't hold this against you," Naruto said, sitting up. "But I tried to kill you," she says, looking at him with anger. "So you are not the first and won't be the last." He spoke with a wave of his hand like it doesn't matter. "Plus I can remove that curse mark for you if you want?" Naruto asked with a knowing look. She turned to look at him with wide eyes and a disbelieving look on her face. "Why, you are not joking, are you?" Karin asked with hope at being free of the stupid curse. "You bet I can. I am a Uzumaki after all." He puffed his chest out in pride at his family name and talent. He looks of Lina and can see what looks like Iwa ninja. Why are Iwa ninja in the land of fire? Karin also looks down and can see what looks like a mini outpost. She sees multiple tents with Iwa and sound ninjas. Oh no. The two words are a sign of dread for anyone who hears them. What is it? Those are sound ninja of Orochimaru's village and it seems as if he was able to convince Aniki to attack the leaf with him. Karin spoke with wide eyes. "I will go down and see what they have in store," Naruto said and jumped off his summon, leaving Karin. Floating to the ground he lands outside the post and lowers his chakra and hides his presence so as not to be found. Making his way into the place, moving from the shadows in quiet leaps, he can see what looks like the tent of the leader. It doesn't seem like there are too many people here. They must have just set this thing up. Naruto spoke, looking around at all the tents and people walking around that numbered to at least 20 ninja from sound while Iwa had 10. Okay, let's see what we can find. He makes his way towards the largest tent where he can hear silent chatter. Okay, so we have 5 ninja in here and it sounds like they are talking about plans to knock down our village. He thinks from the outside, using his chakra in his ears to enhance his hearing. All the ninja make their way outside of the village and go separate ways. Okay, we will be here to help attack during the finals. If only we had our damn Jinchuriki, we could easily crush that pathetic village. What looks like the leader of the Iwa ninja shakes hands with a sound ninja. Wow, so they don't have their Jinchuriki. This is good. If I can find them, then I will be able to recruit them to my plans. He can't help but smirk at his line of thinking. Let's get in there and see what they have planned for us. He slips into the tent from a cut he made on the back of it. Walking to the table, he can see the plans laid out and how it is just what Kin told about the plan. Well, it seems that Iwa was going to sneak in through the hidden passages. No doubt Orochimaru told them about that. I will take these and send them to the old man, but first let's destroy this bitch. Going back outside, he floats up into the air gathering chakra, alerting everyone to his presence. Wind tornado. A massive tornado forms from the sky and makes its way to the ground, to slow for Naruto and to fast for the Iwa and sound ninjas. Let's light things up a bit. He put his hand into the air and thunder sounds followed by the roar of a beast. Karin, a dragon made of red lightning, forms because he used some of Kasumi chakra for this attack. Be gone. He waves his hand down and a red flash and everyone is struck by a red dragon and rampaging tornado. The explosion that followed can be felt for miles away and Karin and Lena look on with wide eyes. What the hell, he just destroyed a whole outpost like it was nothing. She can't believe he was holding this kind of power back from their fight. That's our summoner for you. Lena speaks with pride. Naruto then flies up to them and lands on Lena. Did you enjoy the show? Smirking at the gob expression she has. Wow. Was all Karin could get out after what she just saw. Just let me send these documents to the old man and we can get moving to our destination. Naruto goes through hand signs for summoning and a small thunderbird pops out of the smoke. I need you to take this to the Hokage. It is of great importance. Naruto speaks to the bird who gives him a salute and shoots off. Hokage Tower. The bird can be seen outside the window of the Hokage knocking on the glass. That looks like the bird from Naruto-kun contract. Opening the window, he lets the bird inside and it flies to his desk. What can I do for you? I have a message from Naruto-sama and he said it is of great importance. The bird then drops the scroll off its back and gives it to the Hokage. He reads it and his eyes widen at what he sees. Anbu. Go get all the members of the Shinobi Council and tell them it is an emergency meeting. He walks off to prepare himself. I will send a copy of this to Jiraiya as well. Naruto. Naruto and Karin were now flying over the seas with Lena as their way of transportation. The sight was like a painting taking life with the way it seemed they were flying over the rising sun. Karin could not help but take a look at how Naruto's blonde hair blew in the wind with his sparkling blue eyes that could show a gentle breeze and then a storm like no other. Her cheeks turned red after staring too long. Naruto-sama, we are coming up on the island now. Lena says, gaining Naruto's attention. Okay, thank you Lena, you can dispel when we land. Naruto says, rubbing her head again making her smile. They close in and can see that the place is in ruins. Buildings destroyed, ninja weapons and headbands all over the place. Naruto can see skeletons of dead people, even children's skeletons. Upon seeing this he can only picture Rukia and Inari. This could be them laying at his feet during the invasion that is to come. Never. He says under his breath, gaining the attention of Karin. Kasumi inside the seal can feel his anger and is getting worried because his anger is turning into hate for those who destroyed his home. Naruto-kun, you have to calm down. Kasumi yells to him from inside the seal. Never. Never, will I let this happen. He explodes with power and a massive amount of killing intent flood the island making Karin fall to her knees and Kasumi to shiver. He floats into the air being surrounded by lighting. The ocean waves become violent and begin to make its way toward shore. The whole island begins to shake from all the power Naruto is releasing. Yes, that's the way to do it. Dark Naruto speaks from inside his mind. All I feel is pain, all I feel is rage. Naruto thinks to himself from inside the seal he was pulled into. Don't fight it, but don't let it consume you either. You need this pain in order to grow from it. To not let anyone else feel such pain, especially our little girl. Dark Naruto speaks with a surprisingly loving tone and remembering her. So in all that hate you can feel love as well. Naruto speaks smiling at his other half. Don't tell anyone. Just come on and be one with me. Dark Naruto says, pulling Naruto into a hug that he returns in kind. Your secret is safe with me. He responded by returning the hug to his darker half. Back outside the seal, Karin can be seen on the ground looking up at Naruto, who was still in the sky releasing an enormous amount of power. What is going on with him? She asks herself, trying to get to her feet but unable to. Kasumi is waiting to see what will happen because she had seen Dark Naruto come out. Another redhead was also worried, but no one could see that she was worried. Oh son, I hope you overcome this. She says and disappears. Naruto then lets go of the hug and can no longer see his dark half anymore. So I guess it worked out in the end. Kasumi only smiles and runs to him to give him a hug. Oh, I knew you could do it, Naruto-kun. Was there ever anything to worry about? Naruto says, catching her in the hug. Now you can train and using all of my chakra. Okay, but first I need to stop doing what I am doing outside or I will drown the island and kill Guren. Yay, she passed out. Right now and the waves are getting really close. Well, come on, we have training to do. Naruto says, disappearing from the seal, followed by Kasumi. Outside the seal, Naruto floats back down to the ground, followed by Kasumi. Wow, it seems I was really pissed off. Naruto trails off looking at everything. I will fix this up before I leave. Naruto speaks to himself. I found the crystal girl. Kasumi speaks up, pointing at the downed women. Alright, let's get her and find a place to rest for the month and get to training. Naruto says, picking her up and walking off. Some time pass and they find a place to rest, which is inside the Uzukage Tower. Naruto can be seen sitting down with his legs crossed, focused on controlling his chakra. Okay, Naruto-kun, you are doing great, but now comes the hard part. We need to fight for my power, she said the last part smirking. Naruto only grinned because he had a feeling something like this would happen. Have I not already tamed you, Kasumi-chan? Naruto said, smirking at the blushing orange-haired fox. Kasumi covered her face with her tails to hide the massive blush on her face. Shut up, idiot, just focus on taking my chakra, Kasumi said, going into the seal, getting ready for the fight to come. Naruto also appeared in the seal. They were already in a clearing ready to fight. Kasumi went into her nine tails form, towering over the grinning blonde. I really need something for fighting bigger opponents. Naruto smirked because he had just got an amazing idea. Storm released three-headed storm. A giant three-headed dragon formed under the smiling blonde. Its body was made of water and coated by a thick layer of lighting and wind. Each head had a respective element: wind, water, and lighting. Well, what do you think of this? I shall name you Arashi. The giant dragon let out a roar that lifted up the trees and blew massive winds. Wow, he just pulled that out of his ass. Kasumi thought to herself at seeing the dragon matching her size. Well, come on, let's dance, Naruto yelled, grinning like a madman on top of Arashi. They charged towards each other. Kasumi with a mini-tailed beast bomb in her mouth and the three heads with an attack forming. They blast the attack towards each other and they cause a shockwave, shooting them away from each other, destroying everything that was in range of the attack. Kasumi launches some of her tails around the beast's body to hold it in place. She goes for a claw swing to take its head off. Naruto, seeing this, shots a blast of water into her eye. It won't be that easy. Water-style severing wave. A strong jet of condensed water shoots from his mouth, chopping her tails off, causing her to yell out in pain. You are lucky those grow back. Kasumi yells to Naruto. I am sorry I can't hear you over this ass whooping you are getting right now. She gets a tick mark. So you want to play like that? She then forms a tailed beast bomb. Tailed beast bomb barrage. She lets out a volley of blast towards Naruto. Shit, we got to move. Arashi takes to the sky with its massive wings, letting out blast of its own on her. Alright, let's send some heavy fire. Naruto then makes 100 shadow clones and they all go through hand signs. Karin. They all shout with their hands extended towards the sky and 100 lighting dragons come from the sky. Kasumi wraps her tails around herself to guard from the massive attack. Holy shit, he is going all out, I just hope he doesn't. Her thoughts are cut off again when she hears the sound of the jutsu she was hoping he wouldn't use. Gather Gyundo-one. Naruto speaks calmly with his hand raised to the sky. A massive storm cloud forms in the air and begins to circle around. Lighting can be seen flashing in the cloud, letting out sounds that echo all around the mindscape. Guren, who was outside, can feel the power that is coming from Naruto's body and wonders what he is doing. Fall. Naruto says, and then a bright flash comes from the clouds and strikes down, hitting Kasumi. Fall. Fall. With the last chant he can see Kasumi laid out in her fox form with smoke coming off her body and the whole area destroyed once again, leaving them to float in a white void once again. I win. Placing his hand on her tail, he begins to take the chakra and purges the hate coming from her chakra. Well, it seems you didn't need my help after all. The angelic voice comes from behind Naruto, who turns around. What he sees makes him go wide-eyed. A woman with the brightest red hair he has ever seen, royal purple eyes that give off the warmth only a mother could give. Mom. Naruto asked, forgetting the chakra he was taking. Yes honey, it's me. Now give your mother a hug. Opening her arms for him. He instantly goes into the embrace of his loving mother, who has a couple of tears in her eyes at finally being able to hold her son. "I've wanted to meet you for so long now, Mom," Naruto said, resting his head on her shoulder. "Me too, son." They pull away to get a good look at each other. "Mom, you are so beautiful," Naruto said, hugging his mother again, giving her kisses all over her face, making her giggle and blush. Thank you, son," Kushina said to her son, who was only smiling at her with love. "How are you here anyways, Mom?" "Wait, did Dad seal some of your chakra inside of the seal to speak to me?" Naruto said, imaging a bench for them to sit on. "Right on the money. During our final moment he did just that. I was supposed to help you control Kasumi's chakra, but it seems you already had that under control," Kushina said with pride at how strong her son was. He only laughed at that. "Yay, but if you were in here. Did you see everything I have done?" he said to her with a knowing look. Kushina looked back at him in confusion for a second until she got what he was implying. Her face turned as red as her hair. Sochi, I did see everything, but I tried not to watch," Kushina said, looking away from her son. "Mom, you are a pervert." Naruto started to laugh until he was hit on his head by his mother. "Don't laugh at your mother, young man," Kushina said with red cheeks and yelling in his face. Naruto only grabbed her cheeks and pulled them. "Mom, you look like a tomato when your face gets all red." "Don't call me that." She runs after him with a frying pan and her hair split into 9 tails. Despite running for his life, Naruto couldn't help but laugh. Kushina was also smiling at her son. "Make sure you keep this dream to yourself, mister," Kushina said, trying to give him a stern glare, but it failed due to the blush on her face. "Before I forget, allow me to show you how to unlock the chakra chains of the Uzumaki. It is mainly seen in the women of the clan, but I believe you can do it, Naruto-kun." She then makes a scroll and gives it to Naruto. "Keep it safe for me, will you?" "I will," Naruto said, hugging his mom. Kushina started to disappear and they both knew what that meant. A sad gaze from his mother and he knew what was going to happen. "Don't worry, son, I will be looking over you with your father. Just remember I love you and give me more grandkids along with the cutie Rukia-chan," Kushina said, giving him a motherly kiss to his forehead. "I love you too, Mom." He just laid there in bed for a while, lost in his thoughts. Until someone else got into his bed. "Come on, Naruto-kun, we have training to do." Kasumi spoke, pulling Naruto into her chest. "Okay, Kasumi-chan. I am sorry for kicking your ass." He finished the last part with a smirk. Which got him a bite to his ear from Kasumi. "Don't go getting a big head. I can't help it right now. I just beat the Queen of Bijou and accomplished a dream of mine," Naruto said, grinning. "You are so weird. But that's why you love me." Giving a kiss to his vixen. "Let's just go, idiot," the blushing fox said, leaving the mindscape. "Now let's test out this new chakra mode, shall we?" He finishes, turning into a golden blur. 1 month later. It was the day of the Chunin exams finals and everyone couldn't be more excited. The hidden leaf was rumbling with laughs and cheers of the people in the stadium ready to witness the fights of the new generation of ninja. Bets can be seen being made at the entrance. The women of the red light district had shirts with Naruto's smirking face on it. At the Uzumaki compound, Tsunade and Haku can be seen getting the 3 kids ready to leave. Ranmaru was wearing a kimono similar to that of the Hyuga. Rukia can be seen wearing a black and white shayakushu similar to what her father wears around the house, except hers is black and not red. She had her zanpakuto on her waist ready to be drawn at a moment's notice. Inari can be seen wearing a white shirt with the Uzumaki swirl on the back and blue jean shorts. Tsunade is also wearing a simple navy blue t-shirt that brought out the beauty in her hair. Her shirt also had a red Uzumaki swirl located on the back. A black long skirt that stopped above her ankles and black slip-ons. Haku had on her Mist Hunter Nin gear, but the mask now had a Uzumaki swirl on it instead of the mini waves. "Okay, everyone ready to see our clan head kick ass?" Karin spoke, walking from her room. Only to be hit upside the head by the local mother Tsunade. "Language, young lady," Tsunade said, giving the glasses wearing redhead a mother's glare that said don't disobey. "Yes, ma'am." Karin spoke with her head down. Gaining laughs and chuckles from the kids and even Haku. "Okay, let us get going. The mothers from the red light said they saved us a section." Tsunade chirped, walking to the door followed by everyone. "I will protect us with all my strength." Rukia spoke in a monotone voice which she tried to develop for battle. "Rukia-chan, you don't have to be in battle mode around your family. No need to have that straight face all the time," Tsunade said, pulling Rukia into a hug, making the girl smile. "I know, but I must practice in order to be completely unreadable in battle." "It's what big sis Haku said I must do," Rukia said, grabbing Haku's hand and walking outside. We will be your bodyguards for the day. Lady Uzumaki, Rukia said, doing a mocking bow. This causes everyone to let out a chuckle. The family then makes their way to the stadium, passing all of the busy streets filled with people who came to see the new talent show off. Not noticing the ninjas on high alert, ready for the battle to come. Arena Stadium. All the young Chunin who were lined up ready to fight all had confident expressions on their faces. Some were nervous and one looked like he would rather be anywhere else. Ino-chan, have you seen Naruto ni-san? Tenten said, standing next to her friend. Ino shakes her head at her friend's question. No, I haven't seen Master since he left after giving me a scroll for training. Ino then puts on a smile. I am sure he will show up. Most likely make some flashy entrance that stuns the whole crowd. They both share a laugh at knowing he will do just that. Okay, everyone except for Neji Hyuga and Naruto Uzumaki, please go wait in the stands. Genma the new proctor spoke, chewing a senbone in his mouth. Hokage booth. Hello Hokage Dono, Raikage said, coming in with his two bodyguards Juru and Yugito. Hello Raikage Dono, I hope your trip was easy enough for you, Hiruzen said, getting up and shaking his hand. Easy enough, this place has a really nice breeze. Yes, we get that from a lot of travelers, Hiruzen said, sharing a laugh with the man. Hello Raikage Dono and Hokage Dono. The Kazekage spoke, walking up with his two bodyguards. Jiraiya eyes the Sans leader for a second longer along with the Anbu bear. I am ready for the matches to come to Hokage Dono. The Raikage spoke eagerly. Yes, so am I, and it seems like they will start soon. Arena floor. He didn't show because he already knew his fate, Neji said in a cocky tone. Making Genma give him a bored look. Naruto Uzumaki, please make your way to the floor. Cheers sound out when they hear his name be called. Everyone stops what they are doing when they see the clouds begin to gather and the sound of thunder can be heard along with the familiar flashes of lighting. Everyone begins to cheer because all of the Leaf residents know who is about to make his entrance. Everyone can see the shadow of something flying in the sky. The clouds part and the boss summon of the Thunderbird contract can be seen descending through the clouds with one Naruto Uzumaki on its back. Thank you Hiro, make sure to have everyone ready for what is soon to come. Hiro nods at him and gives a wink. Knock em dead and we will be ready. She then puffs away, leaving Naruto floating in the air, with the smirk that gave all his allies confidence while it makes the hidden enemies a bit nervous. It was like he was grinning directly at them, like he knew what was about to happen. Naruto-sama, we love you. The shout came from the women of the red light district. Naruto had helped all the women by upgrading the buildings they worked in and taking them all shopping as thanks for helping him when he was little. He smirks at all of them. I can't hear you. Naruto puts his hand to his ear. We love you. They shout again, all with smiles on their faces. I love you as well. He says, sending them a charming smile, making them all have hearts in their eyes. The crowd chants his name, making him smile at getting the adoration he always wanted. Can you see this, Mom and Dad? I have gained their respect and now they are chanting my name. Naruto speaks, looking to the sky, and can swear he sees his parents smiling down at him. He floats down to Neji, who is scowling. You hear him? Naruto says, gesturing to the crowd who can't get enough of him. It doesn't matter, you are destined to lose. Neji spoke, getting into his clan stance. Give me a second before we start. Naruto then body flickers to the Hokage booth. Hey old man, I want to tell you something. Naruto then whispers into the old man's ear, making his eyes widen. And Naruto, how did you? Are you sure that's what you want? Hiruzen says with a shocked face. Naruto only smirks and does something that almost gave him a heart attack. He drops a three-pronged kunai in a way so that everyone in the booth can see it. Oops, silly me, I dropped my kunai. Naruto says, picking up the weapon, leaving everyone in the booth shocked and speechless. Okay, I am ready to kick your ass. Naruto spoke, appearing back in the arena. He stood straight up, just looking at Neji. Are you going to get in a stance? Neji asked. Just get on with it already. I am going to show off a bit. My family is watching, you know. Begin. Chapter 15. Begin. This was all Neji needed to hear for him to go on the offensive and attack. If I can keep him on the defensive, he won't be able to use that amazing strength. Even if he does, the gods are shining on me today. Neji performs a barrage of gentle fist attacks, but none land on his opponent. Dodging all of Neji's attacks, Naruto has that smirk on his face that makes many of his enemies angry that he is just dismissing them. Naruto sidesteps a palm to the gut, quickly moving behind Neji to give him a kick in the back. Neji sees this because of his eyes and turns as fast as he can to counter Naruto's attack. He catches the kick and aims an attack for Naruto's face. Naruto pulls his leg towards him in turn, pulling Neji, who was not expecting something like this, and receives a straight to his face, busting his lip from the force of the blow. First blood. Naruto says, still smirking at Neji, who scowls back. That was just a lucky hit, don't get cocky. Neji activates his eyes again and charges back towards him. Naruto also charges, and the two exchange in close range combat for a while, which involved Naruto blocking all of Neji's attacks and hitting the female-looking boy with his own attacks that leave damage. Naruto drops low to the ground and delivers a body hook and an uppercut, sending him into the air. Naruto follows up with one of his favorite moves. Dynamic entry. Neji is kicked and can feel a few bones crack from the force of the flying kick. Stands. That's the way, Naruto-kun. Rock Lee shouts from the stands next to his teammate and sensei. That's right, show him your flames. Might Guy screamed alongside his look-alike. Man, he is really beating him at his own game. I shouldn't be surprised those fists of his hurt like hell. Tenten shuddered at remembering her sparring sessions with Naruto, and they all ended with her being treated by Haku. Wow, bro is really good. He isn't even using chakra in his attacks, he is just naturally that fast and strong, Karin said, pushing up her glasses. That's my dad for you, Inari said, standing up and cheering Naruto on. Yes, as to be expected of Master. Kin spoke from their side, an outfit similar to Rukia. You have no idea. Guren spoke, walking towards them in a maid outfit and red cheeks because everyone was looking at her. Who are you? Rukia asked, getting her blade ready. I am Naruto's newest slave, she said, blushing and sitting down. Since when? He didn't tell us we would get another helper. Tsunade spoke with a delicate raised eyebrow. During the 1 month I was sent to kill him, but he beat me and freed me from my previous master who was no good, Guren said. Let me guess, Snake Pedo, Karin said, rolling her eyes. Yes. Well, we are glad you have a better life now, Tsunade said with a smile. Arena floor. Neji, pulling himself off the ground, holding his ribs, get back to his feet. Damn, that hurt just as much as Lee, but he used no chakra. Naruto closes in on him, and Neji for a second hesitated with a slight fear at not being able to best his opponent. That slight hesitation was enough for Naruto to body flicker behind in his blind spot and kick him away. Neji is stopped when he meets the fist of a clone of Naruto. Clone Naruto punches him back to the real Naruto, who delivers a body shot. Next thing everyone sees is the genius of the Hyuga getting his ass beat by a gang of clones delivering a multitude of punches. They deliver one more punch which knocks him into one of the trees. Is that all? Naruto crossed his arms and gave Neji a blank stare. Getting no response from the struggling Hyuga, who wobbled to his feet with a busted lip and blood coming from his face and bruised ribs. You are all bloody, let me wipe it off for you. Naruto goes through hand signs. Water style drilling water spears. Spears of water appear from thin air and they all rush Neji, who widens his eyes before getting in a stance. Rotation. Neji then spins, deflecting all of the water attacks with a smirk aimed at Naruto. Now you have seen it, the ultimate defense of the Hyuga. Neji smirks with arrogance. Such unearned arrogance. I have already spotted a weakness. This statement made the Hyuga section have an outrage at the audacity of this commoner dare say he spotted a weakness. Allow me to show you and your clan the error of their ways. Naruto makes a single hand sign. Water style water thunderbird blast. A beast of a bird forms behind Naruto and charges Neji with a cry. Have you not learned? Rotation. Neji then started to spin again. He blocked the attack, but he had to use a lot of effort and chakra in order to block that one. As soon as he stopped spinning, he was met with the fist of Naruto. Weakness spotted, you are wide open when you stop spinning. Naruto then wipes the non-existence dust off his blue Tobirama-style armor. Naruto walks to Neji, who made it back to his feet. You are in my range. Neji then gets into the stance for the 64 palms and uses chakra in his feet to blast towards Naruto in surprising speed for someone so hurt. He then delivers strikes to all of Naruto's chakra points, sending him away with the final palm. 64 palms is the ultimate move of the Hyuga. Proctor, you can call the match, he won't be getting up. Neji turned his back and began to walk off. Everyone is stopped when they feel the influx of chakra coming from Naruto. They can see a red layer surrounding him. Most veteran ninja know exactly what that is but are surprised because they can't feel the hate and anger you normally do when they activate it. Nice attack, but it won't work against someone like me, Naruto said, walking out of the dust cloud with the red chakra going back into his body. Now allow me to showcase on you real quick. As he finished that statement, golden chakra chains came out of the ground from behind Neji and grabbed his limbs, holding him still. A spiraling sound came from Naruto's hand, making all the leaf ninjas widen their eyes. I don't show mercy. Naruto then sprints towards Neji, jamming the Rasengan into his gut, tearing up his clothes and doing serious damage to his already damaged body. What do you think? Did I show off enough to make them think twice? Naruto said, whispering towards Genma, who had long since dropped his senbone. No, I think if you had released some more of the Nine Tails chakra, maybe they would have second thoughts. Unless you have something else, I think you need more to show them we mean business, Genma whispered back. The Hokage stood up and walked to the edge of the Hokage booth for an announcement. Everyone, I have a secret to reveal to you. One that will bring us all joy and hope for the future. This made everyone look to the Hokage. Our late fourth Hokage Minato Namikaze had a child before he died. This shocked everyone, while some of the ninja who looked at the smirking blonde began to realize what he was going to say. Naruto Uzumaki. His real name is Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, son of the fourth Hokage and Kushina Uzumaki. Everyone was silent for a second until the stadium erupts in cheers and chants for him. In a show of power, Naruto throws a three-pronged kunai and puts up a hand sign. Multi-kunai jutsu. And the one kunai turns into dozens, and he then starts to disappear in a blue flash all over the arena, shocking everyone. That should do it, Naruto said, smirking. He walked up to Baki, who was sweating nervously because he knew that the plan was a bust after what he just saw. Not to mention the now named Namikaze walking towards him leaking ki. Naruto grabs him by the collar, making the hidden sand ninja around tense. Call of all your ninja, that is not your leader you are following, it is Orochimaru. Naruto spoke, looking at him with those ice blue eyes. Where is the proof? Baki said, trying to hide his fear and defend his leader. It is all stopped when Naruto grabs him by the throat and his eyes show fury and anger. Baki knows if anyone makes a move they are all dead. It doesn't matter if I have any or not. You will stand down and there are no questions asked. Do you understand? Naruto said in a calm tone, eyes still unforgiving. Why yes sir, Baki said, and gave the signal for all the sand ninja to stand down. You will help defend the leaf like true allies, Naruto said, and then flashed away, making all the ninja in the area let out a breath of relief. Cage booth. Well, it seems you were holding out on all of us. The Kazekage spoke calmly on the outside. In the inside he was seething with anger because Guren failed to kill him and was just sitting in the stands like he didn't exist. That damn yellow flash, and Kushina had a son, A said, getting out of his seat. And he contains the Nine Tails, this brat is trouble all in one. A spoke, looking at the blonde bully, the sand ninjas. Maybe we should make an alliance after this. Yes, he has become an excellent ninja. Hiruzen spoke, looking at Naruto being hugged by his clan. Arena floor. Can Sasuke, Uchiha and Gaara come down to the floor please? Gaara appeared in a sand body flicker and just waited for Sasuke to appear. Time went by but he never showed, making the crowd boo. Genma looks toward the Hokage, who nods his head. Due to the Uchiha not showing up on time for his match, he is disqualified, Genma said, and got more boos at not seeing a fight. Hokage Dono, you can't really do that to the last Uchiha. Most people came here to see him fight. The hidden snake spoke. Why are you so worried about him? He isn't one of your ninja. The old Hokage said with a smirk that made Orochimaru pissed. But the royals have come for him, and he is stopped when the Hokage speak again. They don't care anymore. They want to see the legacy of the yellow flash. He is right, A said, speaking up. Orochimaru is so pissed he is ready to start the plan right now. Giving the signal to the hidden agent. Feathers begin to fall, knocking most people out, while the ninja break out, knowing what was about to go down. Looks like the snake has uncoiled, Naruto said, pulling out his sword and blocking attacks that were aimed at his family. Haku-chan, Kin-chan, I want you to escort and protect our family and bring them to the compound where they will be safe, Naruto said, taking charge and slicing down Sound Ninja who got too close. Papa, what about you? What will you do? Rukia said in worry. Naruto smiled and gave her a reassuring smile. Don't worry, my little snow princess, I will be fine. Just make sure to protect your family and stay safe. He gives her a kiss on the head. Now get going. He makes 200 shadow clones and they all separate throughout the village, knowing what they must do. He flashes away to the gates of the village, going through hand signs for summoning. A puff of smoke and a flock of thunderbirds are seen flying, all ready for battle. You know the plan, attack the snakes along with Sound and Iwa Ninja. They all nod and fly off to attack the snakes appearing on the outside. He then jumps down off the roof and starts to engage the Sound Ninja on the streets of the village. Back in the arena, the Sand Ninja can be seen attacking the Sound Ninjas. What are you doing? This is not the plan. A Sound Ninja spoke, battling Baki. Plans change. Baki makes a wind sword and slices him down the middle. Glad to see you came around. Genma spoke with a smirk at knowing what really happened. Shut up, Baki said and started to fight alongside Genma. In the cage booth Orochimaru makes his move on the Hokage and jumps to the roof leaving just him and the old man. Looks like the snake sheds his skin finally. You knew the whole time? Orochimaru asked with anger. Yes we did and your plan is going to get you killed. Hiruzen spoke taking of his robes to show his battle gear and staff. So it seems you want to die like a cage, well I will grant you that wish, he said charging his old sensei. In your dreams boy. They meet in the middle and exchange blows. Streets. Haku and Kin are taking the family towards the compound where it will be safe. Using Karin's sensing ability to avoid being captured along with Guren defeating anyone that comes close. Okay we are almost there. Haku spoke throwing ice senbone at the enemy ninja. They make it to the gate and go inside and seal the place up. Okay I will go back outside and help heal anyone who is injured. Guren, Kin you two stay and keep the place safe not like anyone can get in anyways, Haku said going back outside. Okay let's just calm down and try to ignore all of this, Tsunade said sitting down. They all are shaken when they hear a roar and feel the ground shake. Outside the gates of the village the Iwin ninjas are pulling a chained up Roshi who is fighting but there are seals on his body. No I don't want to. Roshi screamed from inside the cage. Shut up and do your job. A Iwin nin said and activated a seal to bring the four tails out. A final cry from Roshi that turns into that of a beast and everyone is blown back when he release a bunch of power. Then right outside the village is the four-tailed ape. What how did they? Naruto said speechless. I have to stop him, Naruto said getting ready to move but is halted when a teen with white hair and pale eyes got in his way. You will not advance. The pale teen said. Who are you? I don't have time to fight right now, Naruto said getting into his whirlpool stance. I am Kimimaro and I will kill you. The boy said making a bone sword come from his arm. Naruto quickly appears behind him and jams a Rasengan into his back, knocking him into the ground. Naruto gets ready to run away again but is stopped when he has to dodge a bone projectile. You are still up after that. It will take more than one attack to put me down, Kimimaro said charging Naruto again. They fight with their two blades and Naruto is surprised the bone sword can stay intact even after taking multiple blows from his sword. Naruto delivers a quick slash down Kimimaro chest and follows up with a slice to his bottom legs dropping him to the ground and cuts down his back. Just lay down and die. Naruto goes to leave again but is stopped when a bone popped from the ground. I said you won't advance. Kimimaro begins to use the first level of the curse mark and his power is boosted. Larch dance. Bones then pop out of his body and he begins to attack while spinning and using all of his bones to attack Naruto. So you wish to dance, do you? Naruto smirked and got ready for his next attack. First dance rebirth. Naruto swipes his palm and blood falls down the blade. Naruto then delivers 9 swift attacks with 9 copies of himself that disappear when he finishes. Kimimaro dodges some but not all and takes serious damage causing him to bleed a lot. Naruto jumps on the roof. Water style explosive water shockwave. The whole street is then flooded with water catching Kimimaro in the attack. Lighting style lighting beast running jutsu. The lighting beast then takes shape as a wolf and charges the flood and hits Kimimaro, shocking him. He is a tough guy, let me just make sure he is out. Naruto then jumps onto Kimimaro. Massive Rasengan. Naruto hits him straight on and runs to the rampaging Bijou making it way to the leaf causing mass damage. Leaving a bloody and twitching Kimimaro. Naruto making his way to the gate stops when he sees the barrier around the Hokage booth. Gramps. He flashes to his location. Appearing next to the Anbu. What are you doing just sitting around? He shouts to the Anbu watching. We can't get in so we are going to wait for it to drop. The Anbu captain said bowing to Naruto. This make him even more upset. How do you know you can't get in? Naruto questioned giving him a heated glare making all the Anbu nervous. Well when our teammate touched it he burned. The Anbu captain with a lizard mask spoke up pointing at the corpse. Then make a new damn entrance. Bring this bitch down, Naruto said about to destroy the roof until he saw something or someone. He walked to the redhead holding the barrier and looked at her. What do you want shithead? Are you Tuya? Naruto asked looking at the girl closely. And who's fucking asking? She spoke with a scowl. You know me, your friend Kin asked me to save you so that's what I will do, Naruto said making seals in mid-air with his chakra. When he was done the barrier around her went away. How did you do that fuckface? Tuya asked, pulling out her weapon. Do not mock me. He grabbed her. I will send you to my house, don't cause any problems or I will have to kill you, Naruto said in a serious tone, making his eyes red with slits. Oh okay shithead. Naruto then puts a hand on her head and flashes her away. He sees his favorite Hokage about to get a kunai shoved in his head. No, this is my chance, but I have to deal with that damn bijou. So much to do, so little time. He makes a clone and gives it a lot of chakra and flashes to where the Four Tails is. Flashing in front of the old man, he dashes to Orochimaru and knocks the kunai out of his hand, saving the second from being under his control. Damn you boy, why are you here? Orochimaru said with anger clear in his eyes. I came to meet my idol, duh. Naruto turns to the second Hokage, who is looking him up and down. Well, at least I know some of the young generation know who to back. Nice armor by the way, but you are missing the fur coat on the collar, Tobirama said with a smirk and crossed arms. I normally have a fox wrapped around my neck, so that's why I don't have the fur on my collar, Naruto said, smirking back towards the second. I can feel your power, you are Uzumaki, aren't you? Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, at your service, Naruto said, bowing. You also hold the 9 tails, is that the fox you claim to have around your neck? Tobirama asked with a knowing look. Damn, you are so cool, Naruto said with little stars in his eyes. But in all seriousness, if you are taking after me, I presume you wish to be Hokage, do you not? No, I am not Hokage material. What makes you say that? Tobirama asked in a curious tone. I can't put the village before my family. They are all I have. I couldn't imagine doing something that would put them in danger if it meant the village would survive. This made Tobirama smile. Spoken like a true Uzumaki. It is okay, not everyone can shoulder that kind of burden, Tobirama said, smiling at the blonde. His smile disappeared when he looked around and saw the state of the village. He looked back at Orochimaru. Never use a jutsu that I created on me or my village, Tobirama said, going through hand signs. Reanimation jutsu release. Like that he was free from the snake's hands. I will fight my brother. Sorry you finish with this trash, and you Naruto. Go kick some ass. He smirked at the last part, making Naruto also smirk. Sir, yes sir. He disappeared in a blue flash. Wow, he even knows how to do my jutsu but better, Tobirama said, actually impressed. Thank you sensei, now I can focus all of my attention on my foolish student. Sarutobi spoke next to his sensei. The Raikage was just standing aside watching the interaction the kid had with the previous Hokage. He couldn't believe this kid just ordered the Anbu around and talked to the Hokage like it was a casual day. Lord Raikage, what do we do? Should we help them or just escape? Daru asked in a serious tone and not his normal druzzy tone of speaking. We shall help, I can smell an alliance coming. With that said, he ordered Yugito and her team to help escort the civilians to safety while defeating the Iwan ninjas. On the walls of the village it was mayhem. Birds were raining down attacks on the snake summons while hitting the ninjas with its wide area of attacks. Not to mention the golden blur going around killing sound and Iwan ninjas left and right. Wind cutter. A quick swing of his sword and he cleaved a group of Iwan ninja in half. Naruto, I think we cleared everyone on this side of the wall, Ibiki shouted from a rooftop. He received a nod from the golden boy. This was a clone of Naruto using the KCM mode he had received from Kasumi. It is his first time using it in battle and he must say that he likes what he is seeing. Okay, I'll let the boss know. The clone dispelled, giving the memories to Naruto, who can be seen making his way towards the Four Tails. Okay, good, that is the east, west, and north gate clear. I will send another to the south side. He makes a clone and it enters KCM and dashes off. Now to deal with this guy. Naruto stops on a tree and sees the Four Tails let out a roar that shakes the whole village, making everyone stop and stare at the giant monkey. Some of the Leaf Ninja begin to lose hope. Who were they kidding? Nobody in the Leaf was strong enough to beat a bijou, let alone the Four Tails. That is until everyone feels the sudden spike of chakra and a golden beam shoots into the sky. Damn Saru, that Uzumaki sure is impressive, Tobirama said with a smile. What is he doing? It seems as if he mastered the 9 tails chakra and is about to fight the 4 tails by himself. That's impossible, he is just a brat. Orochimaru was beyond pissed. This one little brat had come along and ruined everything. He vowed to kill him and use his body for experiments. You foolish child, you don't understand true power. It doesn't matter how old you are, Tobirama said, sending some ki to the Sannin, making him fall to the ground. Let us watch. In the area of the 4 tails everyone can see the 9 tails appear in all its glory. Instead of being orange like they remembered it to be, the fox was now golden and has what looks like black lines running on its body. The 9 bijou, like everything else, mean nothing. Naruto paused in his speech to let the transformation finish. Before the power of Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto spoke all of this with calm confidence that was frightening to the enemy. They all took a step back subconsciously until the first Iwa ninja took off running, followed by the rest of them. Fall back. Retreat. Monster. Demon. These were the words they said while running away. Idle threats as you run away make you seem petty. Naruto spoke from inside the head of Kasumi. You know, Naruto-kun, I forgot how fun it was being so arrogant. Kasumi's voice rang out in his head, making him smirk. Yes, this is quite fun, but we must defeat your brother. Naruto spoke, getting serious. What can you tell me about him? Well, he jumps around a lot and uses lava, so try to avoid that, but it really won't do anything to you since you are in here. If you can hold him down and shoot a tailed beast bomb in his face, that should do it. He was always just a dumb monkey. Okay, that last part sounded really racist, but we will ignore it for right now. This fight will cause massive damage to the area, so let's move him away. Maybe I could hit some of the ones running away. Naruto commanded the Nine Tails avatar to move towards the ape and grab him. Using some of Kasumi's tails, he grabbed the four tails and started to spin and slung him to the retreating enemies, causing a massive earthquake to rock the ground and destroy some of the forest. The Nine Tails avatar then started to run towards the area he tossed the beast. The enraged monkey got up and banged its chest while forming lava balls in its mouth to shoot towards Naruto. Dodging the lava balls was a good idea because it completely melted the ground and caused a fire to spread. That was a close one. The four tails then jumps towards Naruto with a lava-covered fist. Naruto clashed fist with the giant ape and caused a shockwave. Naruto made clones and they jumped outside blue armor, now golden, with his black undershirt which now had golden lines going down to his feet. 9 Magatama designs on the collar of his chest. They form the Uzumaki chakra chains and wrap them around its limbs, causing it to struggle to get free. Okay boss, we got him, work your magic. Naruto then begins to form a tailed beast bomb in his hands, which forms on the outside ready to hit the four tails. Tailed beast bomb. Kasumi and Naruto shout, shooting the blast right into the four tails. The attack collided with it, making it shoot off into the distance, then exploded, being shown all the way back in the leaf. Alright, let's go check on him. The avatar of the Nine Tails begins to run towards the downed Roshi. Taking the seal off the unconscious man. Okay, he should be out for a while, let's take him back. Before he can go back, he is surrounded by 50 Iwa ninjas. Hand over the weapon. What looks like the captain said, taking a hesitant step forward. Make me. Came the short reply of Naruto. He was on the ground, not in the Nine Tails avatar, because that took a lot out of him. Kill the Namikaze trash. They all go through hand signs and begin to launch their jutsu towards Naruto, who was just standing still, giving them all an uninterested look. The attacks collide on his position and it makes a cloud of dust blocking the view of everyone. Wind of the Mountain God. A heavy gust of wind comes, knocking them all down and blowing the trees away, hitting some of the ninja in the process. A bright golden head shaped like the Nine Tails head. Are you finished now? The simple question sent shivers up all of their spines because he doesn't even look hurt. That's because Naruto was holding back how tired he was. He knew he had to beat these guys first before he could rest. Come on Kasumi, I need you to help me with this one. Naruto spoke, holding his hands out while speaking to Kasumi. Don't worry Naruto-kun, I got your back. She spoke, feeding him more chakra and stabilizing the tailed beast bomb. He let the attack fly in a wide range spread, hitting everyone in his area, killing the remaining 27 Iwa ninja. Thanks again. I am just going to flash away this time. He disappeared in a blue flash, not noticing one Iwa ninja who was looking from further away with eyes wide with terror. Oh my god. The Iwa ninja said, running back to his home to report what happened. He appears at the front of the gate and is surrounded by leaf ninjas with their weapons drawn. They stop when they see who it is. Uzumaki-sama, we are glad you are safe. One of the ninja spoke, coming to help him. Yes, thank you. Take this guy, he is the Jinchuriki of the Four Tails, but don't worry about him getting up. I have a seal on him to keep him unconscious. Naruto says, handing the heavy man over to a leaf Anbu. Okay, we will take him to T&I. The Anbu squad disappears in a body flicker, leaving Naruto and the random leaf ninja standing around. What are you standing around for, people, get your ass moving. Naruto shouts with his big head jutsu. Why yes sir. They all run away, tripping on each other's feet. Naruto and Kasumi laugh at this. Okay, where is the snake? He looks around and can see him battling with a giant toad and pervy sage on top of the toad, shooting jutsu towards the snake. Let's go help him out. Naruto calls one of the Thunderbirds down and they pick him up and takes him to the fight. Cage booth roof. Jiraiya is riding Gamabunta shooting off jutsu towards the purple Manda boss of the Snake Summoner. Come on Bunta, give me some oil. You got it. He shots out a stream of oil towards the snake while Jiraiya lets out a stream of fire. Code oil bombs. The attack creates a massive explosion causing the cage booth to collapse in on itself. Did we get him? Jiraiya asked looking for him. An attack came up from behind the two about to stab right through the toad. The tail is sliced right off by none other than Naruto, who drops from his bird aiming his sword right at the giant snake. Brat, I will kill you for that. Mondu open his mouth ready to eat the falling boy who only smirks. Pervy Sage. Shoot some fire at me. Naruto then goes through 3 hand signs and spins. Wind style twister. The area around Naruto turns into a tornado until Jiraiya shoots a stream of fire at him, making it a flaming tornado. The attack burns Manda's mouth and scorches Orochimaru a little bit, causing him to scream out in pain. Damn, I got to get away. Orochimaru then goes through hand signs for reverse summoning. Everyone retreat. The snake Sannin says to his ninja. You won't get away unscathed. Naruto goes into KCM one more time and places a seal on Orochimaru. Uzumaki Chakra Destruction Seal. The seal destroys all the chakra points on his arms, not allowing him to continue his jutsu. Right when he is about to finish the fight, he has to dodge chakra scalpels from the gray-haired spy. You won't kill our lord. Kabuto then sinks into the ground, barely missing the kunai aimed for his head. Naruto then stabs his blade into the ground and stands facing the whole village. Victory! He screams with his chakra-enhanced voice echoing all around the village. Next thing everyone knows is the whole village is filled with the cheers of its citizens and ninjas. Hiruzen, seeing this, only smiles at the sight of his village making it through the great battle. Jiraiya falls to the ground taking heavy breaths but smiling nonetheless. Tobirama, along with his brother who had been freed, are smiling proudly at the young blonde and his heroics. He may say he doesn't want to be Hokage, but with the way he is, he's a natural-born leader. Hashirama spoke up. He soon started to disappear. Yes, the will of fire burns bright in him. Tobirama spoke, looking at the sweating blonde who started to wobble on his feet. You did good, Naruto. He spoke loud enough for Naruto to hear and then turned to ashes along with his brother. Next thing that happened was the spirit of the previous Hokage rise into the sky smiling and disappear. Naruto-kun, you did really well. It's okay for you to rest now. Kasumi spoke from inside the seal. I better get promoted after this, old man. That was the last thing he said before he passed out, still standing proudly. A symbol of hope for all those that can bear witness to him. Chapter 16. Council Room. Hokage-sama, I have finished the report on all the damage and how much money will be needed to repair everything. A civilian member said, handing over a paper to the Hokage. Thank you. Do we have a list of all the ninjas we lost in the battle? I have it. Took me some time, but I got it. Shibi spoke, passing a sheet of paper to the Hokage. We only lost 50 of our ninja and no civilians lost. That is good, but I would prefer it if nobody died at all, Hiruzen said, puffing on his pipe. This is something that is unavoidable in war, Shikaku said, leaning his head on a hand. What about the promotions, are we still going to hand those out? Tsume spoke up. Yes, it would be a good way to lift the spirits of the people up. The old Hokage said with a little chuckle. Or Naruto-sama could just wake up. A civilian woman spoke with a blush on her face. This makes everyone in the room laugh except for Danzo and those who still hold a grudge on him. Yes, he should be promoted, Inoiki said. I agree, but to what rank? Choza asked. Why not make him the Hokage, Hiruzen said with his head leaned back in his chair. This caused everyone in the room to gasp and widen their eyes, even Hyashi and Danzo. Danzo couldn't believe what he was hearing. No way would he let that weapon become the Hokage over him. The true Hokage. Hokage-sama, you can't be serious? Tsume Inuzuka said, standing from her seat. I am. The village needs a new Hokage. Someone younger than me. If the invasion has taught me anything, it's that I can't lead the village anymore. Hiruzen could only sigh at getting that off his chest. He felt the responsibilities weighing down on his old bones. He wanted to spend time with his grandson and clan members. But he is only 13. A civilian said. 13 with full control over the Nine Tails chakra, beat the Four Tails Bijou, and destroyed most of the Iwa and Sound army at the gates. Need I say more? He is too inexperienced to have such a task. Danzo spoke, not wanting this chance to slip by. You are right about that. The other villages won't take us seriously if we made a 13-year-old our Hokage. I have no doubt when he is older he shall be leading the village into greatness even if he doesn't want to, Hiruzen said with a grandfatherly smile. It sounds like you have already made up your mind for a replacement. Shikaku spoke with interest. Yes, I have, but Naruto will have to wait until he is older. For now we will get Tsunade Senju, Hiruzen said, sitting back up. She has not been seen in the village for years, she might be working with the enemy. Danzo spoke slightly angry. Oh my god, Danzo, give it a rest would you? I am never going to make you the damn Hokage. You are just as old as me, not to mention you only have one eye along with one arm, or did you forget that because of old age? Hiruzen smirked at the last part, making Danzo grit his teeth. What shall we do with the four tails Jinchuriki? Questioned Hiashi. I don't really know. Hiruzen spoke back with a confused face. What did he tell you, Inoiki? Well, he told me that he was ambushed and they placed a seal on him and forced him to transform, Inoiki said, handing over a report. Hiruzen read through the report, looking for anything that could help him with this. We could just offer him a chance to stay. It would be logical if we tried to get him on our side. Shibi spoke from behind his clothes. He says that he doesn't want to be a ninja anymore. All he wanted was to just travel the world. Hiruzen spoke while reading off the report. Danzo, hearing this, got an idea. We should unseal the bijou and place it in a loyal ninja. I know the perfect ninja. Everyone just looked at Danzo with blank faces, even the civilians looked at him. Danzo. Just stop, we all know you still have root activated. I am this close to killing you on the spot, so don't push your luck, Hiruzen said, giving his former teammate a glare. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Danzo spoke. That is not a bad idea actually, Hiashi said. Why don't we ask Uzumaki to unseal the beast and place it into someone else? Hiashi spoke up. He makes a good point, Hokage-sama, Shikaku said. I see, but Naruto-kun is really close with the nine tails, so I don't know if he would just extract the bijou and give it to someone else like a toy. Knowing how he was treated, I don't think he would do that to someone willingly. I see. Why don't we ask him when he wakes up? It should be soon. It has already been 2.5 days. Sume spoke up. Oh, are you waiting for your future mate to wake up? Inoiki teased the Inuzuka head. Sume for her part fought back the blush at remembering the last time she interacted with him. Shut up, you blonde idiot, Sume said, and jumped at the said blonde, who went to hide behind Choza. Sume was stopped by Shikaku, who had her in his shadow. Now Sume, it was just a joke, so calm down, you troublesome woman. Let me go or I will tell your wife about that box in your closet, Sume said with a fang smirk. I am sorry my friend, but you are going to have to take one for the team, Shikaku said, dropping the shadow possession. What, don't help me, Inochi said, running out of the council chambers from an angry woman. Well, anyways, back to our point earlier. I will assign Jiraiya a mission to locate Tsunade and bring her back so she can take my place, Hiruzen said in a tone that left no room for argument. Now can we get back to the promotions? I have other things to take care of. Hiashi spoke. Yes, let us. With that they all got back to giving out promotions to those who performed well during the exams along with the invasion. Some would be happy while some might be a little upset at not getting what they hoped. Tsuchikage office. So you are telling me that the Yellow Flash has a child, and not only but contains the 9 tails along with the storm release bloodline. Onoki spoke with his big eyebrows twitching with anger. That W was not a child but a demon. The clearly traumatized man spoke. Pull yourself together and speak right. The man took a second to calm himself down and gain control over his raging heartbeat along with his brain that kept playing back the memories of Naruto slicing them down with that blank face. Along with those damn storm jutsu and flying birds. The terrifying sight of a giant dragon made of storms coming down on all of them. He nearly fainted when he saw a picture of Naruto looking directly at him with those cold blue eyes that gave away nothing. Why, yes sir. He was able to transform into the 9 tails and easily defeated the 4 tails along with 50 of our soldiers, all while he was tired. I don't know if anything short of high S-rank ninjas can defeat him. This is indeed troubling. I knew I should not have gone along with that damn snake, but I let my emotions guide me into it. Now they have that damn Roshi. That is not the worst thing. Namikaze even knows the flying Raijin. The Iwa ninja spoke and felt defeated. This shocked Onoki to his core. If he knows that we won't be able to get close without losing all of our ninjas. Just like last time. Onoki gritted his teeth. We will have to take him down a different way or just leave them alone. Put that brat in the bingo book. Onoki spoke to the ninja in front of him. Yes sir. With that he left the room to fill out his task, leaving the old cage in his seat. I am too old for this shit. Leaf hospital. In the bed of one Naruto Uzumaki he is sleeping peacefully, unaware of the target that is now on his back. Opening his eyes slowly he can see something orange. Kasumi can be seen sitting on his chest in her fox form. Ears laid flat on her head and worried eyes. What? He spoke up looking at Kasumi, who just looked back at him. She then hits him in the face with her paw. I was worried, Naruto-kun. For what? You told me to rest. It's what I am supposed to do. Kasumi licked his face. Naruto put his head against hers and spoke softly. I am sorry for making you worry, Kasumi-chan. It's okay, I forgive you. Kasumi licked his face again, making him smile. How is everyone else doing? Are they safe? He said, sitting up from his bed. Yes, everyone is just fine. Haku is working in the hospital along with Sakura while everyone else is back home waiting for you. He let out a sigh at the good news. Well, that's good. He laid back down and Kasumi sat next to his head. The door slid open and a head of black hair appeared, followed by pink and then red. Naruto-kun. The shout came from Haku, Sakura, and Karin. They all went to his bed and gave him a hug while Haku kissed him on the lips. Hello girls, I see you are okay, Naruto said with a smile on his face. Yes, and everyone has been waiting for you to wake up, Karin said. How long was I out for? 2.5 days. Haku spoke. Well, that is longer than I wanted. Did anything interesting happen while I was out of action? Other than your being promoted to Jonin, nothing special, Sakura said, smirking. Oh, so nothing too important, Naruto said until he realized what was just said. I got promoted to Jonin. Naruto was grinning as if he hit the jackpot. Yes, I also made Chunin for my medical skill along with Shikamaru, Shino, and Ino, Haku said, smiling. Well, that is great news indeed. Naruto spoke, smiling. Well, you can leave now that you are awake, there are other people who could use this bed. So hurry up and leave. Haku gave him another kiss and walked out with a sway in her hips, sending him a wink at the door. Oh, she is going to get it. Naruto thought to himself with a smirk. Bro, stop those perverted thoughts this instant, Sakura said, cracking her knuckles. Relax, little sis. I was not thinking anything like that. Naruto puts his hands up to guard himself. Plus, you think I didn't see those red panties you bought? Naruto smirked at seeing the red face of Sakura. Karin started to laugh along with Kasumi, making Sakura blush. Shut up. She punched Karin out the window all the way to the compound. Naruto and Kasumi quickly flashed away, leaving the pink-haired girl to mumble to herself. Naruto and Kasumi appeared in front of the gates of the compound. Naruto was still in a hospital gown and Kasumi was laying around his neck as usual. Well, it's nice to see that they didn't burn the place down without me, Naruto chuckled, walking up to the gate and putting some of his chakra into it. The gate opened with a slight creak and blew away some of the leaves on the front yard. Making his way to the front door, he can hear the sound of shouting and things flying. You fucking crystal, a swipe. You damn tomato head chopping board. Will you two shut the hell up and stop cursing? The kids will pick up your horrible language. Now how about we all just calm down? Kin. Whose side are you on? Master won't like you cussing in front of Rukia-chan or Inari-kun. Who gives a damn? I am not going to be a slave. I like you, girl, you should stay around and join the group. What, you are all sharing, shithead? It's not that bad really, we are all just a big family. I will think about it. But back to the crystal ass wipe. Who said you could eat my damn food, you bitch? The sound of punching and kicking can be heard along with the sound of something breaking. Uh-oh. You girls are in trouble now. May you rest well. Sorry it had to be this way. That was the moment Naruto decided to walk in. He saw that his favorite cup had been broken. When the girls saw him they were happy but then scared, at least the two who broke them were. Hello Master, it is so good to see you again. Kin spoke, bowing. Hey Naru-kun, Anko said with her usual grin. Master hey there. Guren spoke nervously. Oh shithead, glad to see you are awake. I was able to stay here, thanks to you. I guess I owe you one. That damn council tried to set me up with some damn moot for marriage though. Chuya spoke as if her life was not in danger. So you broke my favorite cup, did you? Naruto spoke with his eyes shadowed by his hair. It was that crystal bitch, not me. Don't lie, it was you who threw that plate at me. I think you both shall be punished, Naruto said, smiling, which unnerved them. Guren covered her butt because she knew what was going to happen. But master, I am sorry. Guren spoke, trying to find a way out of her situation. Punished? You ain't going to do shit, Tuya said. Before she could blink she was bent over the couch with her pants down, showing her red panties. Making her blush at everyone seeing what she is wearing. Hey, why you fucking pervert, let me go. The red-faced girl said. She turned her head to see Guren in the same position, crying anime tears at knowing her fate. Damn you girl, this is all your fault. No, it's not you. She is cut off when she felt a stinging sensation on her butt and yelped out in pain. What the fuck? She turned and saw the grinning Naruto. Bad children must be punished. He makes a whip of water and delivers a smack to her ass along with Guren. The other girls watched in sympathy at knowing how that felt. Karin then stumbled into the house after getting up from the hit she took from Sakura. Oh, looks like little Tuya is in trouble, Karin laughed at her friend. Don't just stand there, help us. Tuya asked with tears in the corner of her eyes. I tried to warn you, but now it is time you learn your lesson from Naru-kun. Anko spoke, walking away followed by everyone else, leaving only the sound of a water whip hitting skin and the cries and occasional moan from the girls. 2 days later. Naruto was in the yard of his compound training his storm bloodline. He was trying to access the transformation he used before, but he was finding it extremely difficult. It is as if his body refused to let the lightning take shelter in his body once more. He decided to leave it alone for now. Getting up. He just went through jutsu for his bloodline, making more and correcting the ones he already had. Storm release supernova. A condensed ball of storms formed in the palm of his hand the size of a tennis ball. He made it bigger to be the size of a beach ball. The power of the sun, in the palm of my hand. Trying to make the ball even bigger, it proceeded to expand even more to the point where it started to float above his hand like his own personal sun. It started to spark with lighting and water droplets fell from the bottom. Don't falter on me now, we've come this far. You could feel the heat and sense the amount of chakra in the attack. Karin was in the doorway watching with wide eyes. Right when it seemed the attack was about to be finished, it frizzled away in his hand, leaving slight burns. Glad it didn't blow up, Naruto said, wiping the sweat from his forehead and letting out a sigh. Whoa Naruto, that was really an impressive attack, Karin said, walking outside in her purple hoodie with black biker shorts with black ninja sandals. Yay, that was some attack. Jiraiya spoke, walking from inside the house. Who let you in? Naruto asked. The beautiful Ino-chan, Jiraiya said, pushing his fingers together. Dude, you know how wrong this looks for you, Naruto said with amusement, his face and tone. You are a pervy old man saying how beautiful a 13-year-old girl looks. Naruto spoke, almost laughing along with Karin. Jiraiya understood where they were going with this. Wait, no, I am not like that, I promise. It was a misunderstanding. He could see them laughing at him and it didn't make him feel good at all. Okay, pervy sage, what is it that you need? Naruto asked, taking off his training gi and putting on his clan head kimono. It was black and had a red uzumaki swirl located in the left shoulder and back. A red belt to go around his waist. Kasumi resting on his head like usual. Well, I have a mission and I need your help. Jiraiya spoke, walking behind Naruto, who went inside. Really must be some mission if you need my help. Naruto spoke while taking a seat on the living room couch. Are we killing someone or taking out a stronghold? No, we are looking for someone. I am not the best at finding people. It's when we find this person. I will need you to help me. Ino came and sat a tray of tea on the table in front of them with a smile on her face. Naruto and Jiraiya thanked her while sipping the tea. This is some good stuff. Jiraiya spoke with wide eyes. Taking some more because of how good it was, he was burning his throat in the process. I know Ino-chan makes the best tea I have ever had in my life. Naruto also spoke while drinking some. Kin poked her head around the corner cutely. Is it better than mine, Naruto-sama? Kin asked, giving him a cute look that made Jiraiya almost pull his notebook out. Yes, Kin-chan, Ino-chan makes it better than you. Kin almost burst out in tears, making her seem all the more cute. Naruto, seeing this, makes a chain and pulls her in his lap. Hey, no tears, Naruto said, wiping them away from her face. Don't throw me away, Kin said and held Naruto. Orochimaru wanted to kill me when he found out I was only good at genjutsu. He didn't need me because he had Tuya. You won't get rid of me, will you? Kin asked, looking up at Naruto with tears in her eyes. He held her tighter. Jiraiya, seeing this, hardens his resolve to kill his former teammate. How could he do these kinds of things? Where did we go wrong with him? Maybe he was always like this and was just hiding it from everyone. Don't worry, Kin-chan, you are Uzumaki now and we look out for our own. So don't cry, just overcome this and get stronger from it, Naruto said, kissing the top of her head. Thank you, Naruto-sama, you are too kind, Kin said, getting up. I will train and become worthy of the Uzumaki name. She then went to the training field in the compound. Well, it seems like you know how to run your clan, Jiraiya said. Yay, but back to the mission. Who is it that you need my help with? It is my other teammate Tsunade Senju. She is to become the new Hokage. Jiraiya spoke seriously. Wow, you want me to come? Why? Naruto asked, still not getting why he was needed. Unless they had to beat some sense into her, then he didn't see why he was needed. Well, you seem to have a way of convincing people and I want you to come. Also, I can teach you some more things if you come with me, Jiraiya said, pointing a thumb to his chest. Okay, I will come, but we have to bring Hinata with us. She will help us locate her. This will also give her a chance to meet another female legend, Naruto said. He went through hand signs and summoned a messenger Thunderbird. When are we leaving? He asked, looking at the old man. Today in an hour. Naruto wrote the letter and gave it to the Thunderbird. Bring this to Hinata Hyuga. The bird nodded and flew outside. Okay, I will get ready and meet you with Hinata later. He walked away to go get packed. Hinata's room. Hinata was in her room practicing her chakra control in order to advance her training in the new gentle fist style she had found. She had seen it was made by her mother but not finished, so she decided she would finish it for her. She is stopped when a tapping can be heard on her window. Turning to see what it was. Is that one of the birds of Naruto-kun? She asked nobody, not expecting an answer. Walking to the window to open it, the bird flew in and landed on her shoulder. The bird then gave her the letter from Naruto. It read. Dear Hinata. This is from Naruto and I need you to come on a mission with me and Jiraiya to help find someone. So I need you to get your sexy ass ready in 1 hour and you better not wear that big ass jacket, I know you be hot in that. I will come to get you in 1 hour, so be ready to be picked up soon. Naruto Uzumaki. Finishing the letter, she could see a chibi Naruto giving her a 2-finger salute. And Naruto-kun T thinks I am SSS sexy. Her face became red and she started to feel lightheaded. I have to get ready. She got to her feet and became a blur in her own room. The bird just puffed into smoke and left. 1 hour later, Naruto is wearing a black Jonin vest over a black long sleeve, a black haori with blue flames touching the bottom. He had on black pants with tape on his ankles, black ninja shoes that were high-topped. He was being enveloped in a group hug by everyone in the compound. Okay guys, I will be back before you know it, Naruto said, getting out of the hug. Okay Naruto-kun, just be careful, Kurenai said, giving him another kiss. What she said? Anko gave him a kiss as well. Be safe, master. Ino gave him a kiss. Bye Naruto-kun. Haku gave him a kiss. Come back in one piece. Tsunami gave him a kiss. Bye master. Kin and Guren gave him a kiss on the cheek. Bye Otosan. Inari gave his dad a fist bump. Bye papa, we will continue my training when you get back. Right? Rukia said, giving her dad a hug and a kiss on his head. Of course we will. Just stay safe while I am gone, Naruto said, giving her a kiss on her head. After he stood up and one more goodbye, he floated in the air and blasted towards Hinata. Hinata was standing at the front of her compound waiting for Naruto with her father and Ranmaru. Oh, here come Ni-san, Ranmaru said with his bloodline activated. Her father wanted to give her some last-minute words. Hinata, don't disappoint the clan and yourself on this mission. Be sure to listen to what the leader says. Hinata puts her head down at those words. Yes, father, I will. She speaks shyly. That's not how you tell your daughter goodbye. You give her a hug and kiss her goodbye, Naruto said from behind Hiashi and pushed him into Hinata, and she opened her arms to catch him. It was awkward because Hiashi hadn't hugged his daughter in a long time. He was angry at himself when he thought about that. Here he was the clan head, not knowing how to give a hug. It was awkward for a few seconds until he pulled away and looked at Naruto with his heated stare. Don't put your hands on me again, Uzumaki. Naruto waved his hands and patted him on the back. Yay, whatever. Come on Hinata, we got a mission to do. He grabbed her around the waist, pulling her against him, making the girl blush. Ranmaru, I hope to see you again, buddy, make sure you owe the women of the Hyuga. He ruffled his purple hair. Ni-san, that's lewd. Ranmaru put his head down with red cheeks. AAA, if it wasn't then you wouldn't be here. Now I will see you around. He flew into the air and went towards the gates. Hiashi, what does he mean by that? Ranmaru asked innocently to the clan head. Making the man cough. Well, you will have to ask your brother. And I told you it's Hiashi-sama. He walked away a little fast. Naruto landed at the gate next to Pervy Sage. Alright, let's go, Naruto said and started walking off. Wait, what's wrong with her? Jiraiya asked, pointing at the passed out girl over his shoulder. Naruto looked at Hinata, who had changed her outfit. She is wearing a lavender-style kimono-styled blouse with vertical lines, tied with a dark purple obi. She is wearing dark navy shorts with high stockings. Black high-heeled ninja sandals. Whoa! She looks good. Naruto says, looking at the girl over his shoulder. Let's go before I end up holding us back for a day. Naruto started to walk off again. On the other side of the village, two figures with hoods on their head can be seen. Okay, they are leaving, we can go in now. The shorter one said. I don't see why we are not able to go inside while they were inside. It would have made things much more fun. The taller one said. Because without a doubt he would have come to us and started a fight, and we did not come to start a fight. The short man said in a tone giving nothing away. Yeah, I know, we just want to see how strong he is. The tall man said in a tone mocking the shorter one. The figure stopped and looked at him, showing a spinning Sharingan. Don't do that again. The Uchiha said. Itachi, you are so boring it's not even funny. The tall man said and walked into the village, leaving Itachi behind. Idiot. He then walked into the village, passing the two guards who were not aware of anything. Naruto and his group were currently flying towards the location of Jiraiya's spies, who said they have a location on their target. SON Naruto-kun, who are we looking for? Hinata asked, still blushing at being held by Naruto. We are looking for one Tsunade Senju. Naruto speaks, grinning at the girl in his arms. Wow, I have always wanted to meet her. Maybe she can give me advice on being a medical ninja. Hinata spoke, not stuttering as much. Wow, Hina-chan, you didn't stutter at all. Naruto spoke to the girl, who was also shocked. Well, I did, she said. And it's back, Naruto said. We are going to work on that for this trip. It's cute, but also makes it hard to understand what you say sometimes. People also won't take you seriously if you are stuttering and blushing up a storm when you see them. Hinata looked down a bit at knowing his words were true. Hey, don't feel sad, just have more trust in yourself. That is the first step to being strong. Naruto smiled down at the girl. Okay, Naruto-kun. Naruto smiled even more at that. See, that's how you do it. He kissed her forehead. If you cannot stutter the whole trip, I might kiss you on the lips, and who knows, maybe even ask you out. Naruto says to the blushing girl. Alright, Naruto-kun. Hinata smiles and snuggles closer to the flying blonde. Few days later. The group can be seen walking towards another town, and Naruto was getting sick of this. They kept bouncing from town to town looking for this blonde bimbo. You know, pervy sage, I am starting to doubt your spy network. It seems they can't find this lady, Naruto said, glaring at the man in question. Hey, easy. She is hard to find, just give it some time. Jiraiya puts his hands up because Kasumi was also glaring at him. Hinata, can you find anything? Jiraiya asked, looking at the young girl. Yes, I can see her in a casino playing cards and losing badly. Hinata almost laughed but held it in. Those other two chakra signatures are also still following us. Good lord, they are still following us. I am just going to let them know we see them. Naruto then uses his lighting manipulation to make a lighting Havalion and throws it toward one of the two. Naruto-kun, how do you know where they are? Hinata asked with amazement. How the hell can he do chakra manipulation like it was nothing? That is a highly advanced skill. Jiraiya thought to himself in amazement. Hina-chan, did you forget I am a censor? I felt those guys waiting outside the village for us to leave. It is probably that group that is after me for Kasumi. Naruto spoke, looking in the direction he threw his attack with crossed arms. They won't get me. Kasumi spoke from atop Naruto's head. You damn right they won't, he said, rubbing her head, getting her to purr. Off in the distance they all can hear a great explosion go off and a cloud of smoke start to rise. That hit one of their asses, he laughed at that. Itachi and Kisame. They had been following the group for the past few days, and Kisame was getting annoyed by the brat flying in the air, while Itachi was just impressed but never showed it. They had stopped because they were watching them look for whoever they were. That is when they felt a spike in chakra and looked up to see what looked like something coming towards them. Itachi, what the hell is that? It has a shitload of chakra in it. Kisame squinted his eyes to get a better read on it. Itachi also looked at it, but with his problem he was having a hard time gazing upon the falling star. I think we should avoid it. Itachi spoke, stepping to the side. I will just absorb it. Kisame put his sword out in order to gain the chakra from the attack. Right when he was about to absorb it, the attack hit him with so much force it blew him back, making him cough up blood and spit. It then exploded right on him, but he was able to absorb some of the attack to lessen the damage. Itachi just eyed the explosion site with eye widened just a bit. That was locked onto his chakra and hit him square on. A lighting attack as well. It seems that our information is true. Itachi thinks to himself. Kisame climbed out of the crater and was angry. What the fuck was that? He coughed. His blade was healing him because he took a lot of damage from that attack. The left side of his cloak was destroyed and burn marks were all on his body. When I find who did that, I'm going to rip him apart. Naruto. After his attack, they all walked into the city to meet Tsunade and confront her about what they came for. That was until Jiraiya was distracted by a woman who was flirting towards him. You kids go find us a place to stay. I will come find you later. He gave them money and ran after the lady. Wait, beautiful. The three only sweat dropped at the legendary pervert. Come on, Hinata-chan, it's just us three now. He grabbed her hand, making her blush, and walked off. He looked directly at Itachi, who was surprised he could sense him. So shocked he didn't even put him in a genjutsu. Naruto walked around with the two girls and explored the party that was going on in the village they were in. They played games, ate food and laughed. They had enough and walked to go find a hotel and get some rest. They entered the room and tossed their bags and flopped on a bed. Kasumi went into Naruto's cell, not wanting to give the two following them any chance to grab her. I had a fun time playing Naruto-kun, Hinata said, smiling, looking at Naruto. Naruto smirked at her, making the girl blush. The fun doesn't have to end here, Hinata-chan. He climbed on top of the blushing Hyuga. And Naruto-kun, what are you doing? Hinata said, looking anywhere but at Naruto. I am just trying to have some fun and get closer to you. He started to kiss her neck and rub up her thighs, making the girl moan. We can't, we are on a mission and we are not a C couple, Hinata stammered out. Do you want me to stop? He whispered in her ear, giving a kiss to her cheek. No, I mean why yes. She spoke, wrapping her arms around him, leaning her head to the side to give him more access. Your body doesn't seem to be agreeing with you. You're wetting all the sheets. Indeed, the spot under Hinata was soaked, making her pants stick to her bottom. See, can we wait? I want to do this but when we are dating and know each other better, Hinata said, still red as ever. Okay, Hinata-chan, take as long as you need. We have guests anyways. When he finished, a knock was heard at the door. Who is it? Naruto asked, pulling his sword out. Room service, someone said from the other side of the door. Are you in the special bikini that I asked for? Naruto said. Yes, and I brought my friends. Naruto laughed at making whoever it is say those things. Did you also bring the sauce for the cooked fish? A pause from the other side of the door, and he could just feel the anger of someone. Yes, we have the sauce. Naruto opened the door and had to do his best not to laugh. So ladies, are you ready to have your world rocked? Naruto looked around. Where are the girls and sauce? Naruto and Kasumi were dying laughing on the inside. Naruto, you will come with us. Itachi spoke, looking at Naruto in the eyes, trying to put him in a genjutsu. Genjutsu at that level won't work on me, Naruto said in a straight tone. Itachi's eyebrow twitched just a bit, but he caught it. Kisame burst out laughing at that. Naruto, just come with us and no one gets hurt. Itachi spoke again, trying to use genjutsu, but it was not working. Itachi, just relax, my chakra is too dense for a genjutsu that low to work on me. Naruto looked away from him and eyed the damaged fish. So you are the one my attack hit. Naruto smirked. You brat, that shit hurt. Itachi, let me chop his legs off so he won't run. Kisame pulled out his blade wrapped in bandages. Try me, shark boy. Naruto delivered a quick punch towards Kisame, who barely blocked but was pushed out the wall due to how hard the punch was. Hinata, go and find Pervy Sage. I will hold them off for now. Hinata quickly got up and went to go look for him. Come on, Emo. Naruto jumped out the hole, followed by Itachi. Naruto landed in the street and saw Kisame getting up. Naruto went KCM and grabbed his face and jumped off to a clearing outside the village, shocking both of the S-rank ninjas. He threw the man down, who crashed with a boom, and Naruto heard some bones crack. Wow, he is fast. I will stay back and watch for now. Itachi thought, landing on a tree. Alright, you asked for it. Kisame charged the blonde, who had his blade ready for him. They then clash in a battle of strength, causing Kisame to widen his eyes. You are a strong brat, but that's not all you got, is it? Kisame then pulled back and went to strike again, but Naruto parried his attack and delivered a quick slash to the man. Naruto jumped back to gain distance. He went through hand signs for a jutsu. Wind of the Mountain God. A massive amount of wind picked up and destroyed everything and made its way towards the wide-eyed shark man, who only swiped his sword down and he was unharmed. Nice try, brat, but I can just absorb your attack, Kisame said, grinning at the boy. Oh, is that right? I will just cut you to pieces then. Naruto then released some ki, shocking the two ninjas at the amount. Kisame grinned wider and released some of his own and charged at the blonde. They then began to cut, slash, and dodge all over the destroyed clearing. It was no jutsu, just them and their blades causing all of this damage. Itachi had never seen Kisame so focused in on a battle before. He was trying more in this fight than he did when the two of them had sparred. Is Naruto more worthy to spar with than I? Itachi thought with wide eyes. Wind cutter. Kisame quickly absorbed the attack and charged back towards Naruto. He landed a downward slash on his front, cutting his chest open, making blood pour. Got you. Kisame then kicked him away and went through his own hand signs. Water-style water shark bullet. The attack quickly made its way towards Naruto. Lunar halo. Naruto swung his sword downward and cut the shark right down the middle, and the attack carried right towards Kisame, who put his sword up to block, only to be surprised when the attack cut Tsunade and left a deep gash on his shoulder. Naruto capitalized and rushed with amazing speeds and delivered a blow to his stomach with his elbow and did a vertical slice upwards, leaving another gash on the skin of Kisame. Itachi, seeing Naruto about to finish the fight by killing him, quickly jumps in the way and punches Naruto in the face, but Naruto dodges and goes to cut Itachi in half, but he blocked with a kunai that was quickly cut in half. Naruto then takes flight and goes high to the clouds, blocking some of the sun, making him look like a god coming down to earth. Itachi felt deja vu. He remembered he did a similar thing to some other blonde. Naruto goes through hand signs. This will get one of them. But it will also destroy the area. When he ends the seal, his hand looks like that of the Yamanaka. He aims it towards Itachi, who is currently fighting a horde of his shadow clones along with the injured Kisame. Raiden Fury. The skies suddenly go black, a loud clap of thunder can be heard along with the sound of the rain falling down and hitting the ground. The skies open up and a huge beam of white lightning strikes where Itachi and Kisame are, whose eyes go wide. The area of the attack is decimated and a huge nuclear cloud of smoke is created that can be seen all the way from the town that Hinata and Jiraiya are located. The attack sent shockwaves all through the land, causing an explosion site of 500 feet from the point of impact. So they got away. I know it hit something, but whatever it was did not block the full attack, so they are probably really hurt. Naruto speaks, floating in the sky looking at the 500-foot crater in the ground. He sees Hinata and Jiraiya and flashes towards them. Hello guys, nice to see you. The two jump and Hinata hit him in the stomach. The girl had jumped and put her hands over her mouth. And Naruto-kun, I am so sorry, Hinata said, red with embarrassment. Wow, who knew you could punch so hard, Naruto said, picking himself back up. Don't worry, I am just fine. Are you okay, Naruto? We heard and saw all the explosions. Jiraiya spoke, taking a look to see the damage Naruto was under. Naruto was sporting a long gash along his chest and several cuts along his body, bruise forming, and he is still not tired. I made them run away. I beat up Kisame pretty bad at the end, but neither of us went all out or this whole village would be wiped off the map. Itachi was just watching, but I didn't show anything special because I wanted to keep some things to myself. Naruto spoke, walking with them. So you didn't use that KCM mode of yours? Jiraiya asked. Nah, I only used it for a burst of speed to make them move to a different place, Naruto said, as if it was no big deal. Wow, he beat an S-rank ninja without Kasumi's chakra. I guess it is a good idea he trained his own skills first. Jiraiya thought in amazement. Anyways, have you guys found Tsunade? Yes, I have. We can go meet her later. Once you have rested a bit and the town has settled down from your battle, Jiraiya said, clapping Naruto on the back and walking off. I will see you two later. So want to finish what we were doing earlier? Naruto asked Hinata with a smirk. Naruto-kun, I already told you my answer. Hinata turned her head in embarrassment. I am just messing with you. Let's go, I need to change my clothes. They then walked back to the hotel and rested until it was night time, and Jiraiya came back to the hotel room. Hours later. Naruto and Hinata can be seen in an intense stare-off with each other. You could just feel the tension between the two, so sharp you could cut it with a knife. Kasumi had a bead of sweat going down her whiskered face. She had decided to go in her human form for the moment. It's my move, Hinata-chan. The sentence was short but seemed to go on forever in their heads. It will be your last. Hinata replied just as short and sharply. It seemed hanging with three outgoing people for hours on end seemed to make her be able to be just a young girl and not the Hyuga heir. Naruto's hand twitched and he sharply placed down a green 9. He smirked at what was to come next. Uno. Hinata narrowed her eyes at his statement. Hee, it's fine, Naruto-kun, go on and think you've won, I will allow it just this once. Looking down at my hands, I can see that I have the rare draw 4 card. It glistened in the light, ready to be placed and make Naruto despair. I win. Hinata spoke and then placed the card down in what seemed to be slow motion. Naruto's eyes widened because he now knows it is futile to continue the match. Damn it, you won again. You must be cheating. Are you using your eyes to look at my cards? Naruto spoke with an accusing gaze towards the Hyuga who was blushing. And no, I would do no such thing. Kasumi-chan, tell him, Hinata said, falling into the arms of Kasumi like a damsel in distress. Don't worry, Princess Hinata, this mongrel is just jealous that he can't beat you. Kasumi spoke while playing along with Hinata, making Naruto get a tick mark. Why you? Naruto is stopped when Jiraiya came through the door with his usual smile. Alright, let's go, I have Tsunade's location. They all walked behind him out of the hotel and then into the streets of the town they were located in. Getting waves and smiles from the overly happy people. Naruto was holding hands with Kasumi and Hinata, making both girls smile while Hinata was finally living one of her dreams. Okay, she is in this bar. Follow my lead. He then opened the doors like an idiot and shouted to his not-so-secret crush. Tsunade. Tsunade got up in shock. Jiraiya. Making her massive boobs inside her kimono top to wobble, gaining Jiraiya's attention quickly. The black-haired woman with a pig in her arms tried to calm the blonde down. It's so good to see you again, my old teammate. Jiraiya made himself comfortable in his seat. Naruto, Hinata and the fox sat down next to the man. Oh great, old memories just keep popping up today, Tsunade said, taking a sip from her saucer. So the snake pedo came looking to get his arms healed, I presume, Naruto said, leaning back in his seat with a smirk at remembering what he did to that freak. Tsunade eyed the kid for a moment. He was doing a good job at hiding it, but she can just feel the power and aura coming off this kid. It almost made her want to bow her head for being allowed to be in his presence. Shaking her head thinking it was the drinks. She looked back at Jiraiya with a question all over her face. Who are these brats? These brats, as you so put it. Jiraiya was stopped from talking when Naruto held his hand for the man to stop talking. We can introduce ourselves. My name is Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, the Storm of Konoha. Naruto spoke, gazing upon the two women with a piercing gaze as if he was looking into their past and future. I am. Hinata was stopped from talking when Naruto puts a hand on her shoulder, gaining her attention. Remember what we said, speak with courage, confidence in yourself, Hinata-chan, Naruto reassured the girl who stopped and took a deep breath. I am Hinata Hyuga, the heiress to the Hyuga clan. She smiled at being able to speak confidently in herself. Naruto and Kasumi smile. We know everyone else, but I didn't get your name, gorgeous, Naruto said, grabbing Shizun's hand softly and giving it a kiss. Making the poor women go red. No one has ever done that to her. Tsunade always sent everyone running away, causing her to be naive about dating. My name is Shizun. She spoke, removing her hand while cheeks were still red. Tsunade sent Naruto a glare, but he ignored it. Naruto-kun, you sly fox, I know what you are doing, Kasumi said with an amused look on her face in the lap of Hinata. You know me too well, Kasumi-chan. Naruto replied to her inside the mind link. Hands off, you brat. Tsunade smacked his hand away, sending him another glare. This is the Nine Tails container and also the son of Kushina and Minato. He's a ballsy one but just a little brat. Even if he already is S-ranked in the bingo book, but they must be hyping him up. Anyways, back to why we came here. The village has chosen you as the 5th Hokage. Jiraiya spoke seriously, eyeing her for any hostile movements. The two women were surprised and even the pig made a surprised squeak. Tsunade couldn't believe the nerve of him, to say that to her face with a straight face. She waited to see if he would just laugh it off like he would always do. He didn't. The memories then came back racing into her head. All the times of her younger brother along with past lover. Their dreams of wanting to be Hokage and protect the village with their lives. They died in the end, making her grit her teeth. All because of the damn village, the fools they are. A laugh with no joy, just the sound of a broken woman. Why would I want a position like that, to risk my life for the village and end up like so many who came before me? It's a fool's job, the will of fire, don't make me laugh. I can't believe people still eat those lies. Tsunade says all this looking at her cup of alcohol. Gazing upon her reflection, which seemed to be scowling at her as if she really just said that out loud. Jiraiya also couldn't believe what she just said. He knew she didn't like the village, but to say things such as that out loud was astonishing. You've changed, Tsunade, to think you can say such things about your grandfather and his village. I am not as young as I look. You of all people should know that. Tsunade smirked at the man who was looking at her with disappointment and sadness. It made her chest ache. To see the man who had always gazed upon her with love his whole life to suddenly gaze at her with those eyes like that. It cut deeper than any wound could ever. You are so pathetic. The calm voice filled with disgust and contempt made everyone turn their gaze towards the speaker to see Naruto looking at Tsunade with sharp eyes that don't belong to a 13-year-old. What you say, brat? Tsunade spoke, trying to sound intimidating, but it was not working, thanks to her drunken stupor. I said you are pathetic. To think this is the women my little sisters and daughter look up to. It makes me wonder, are you even Tsunade Senju? The same Tsunade Jiraiya went on for hours about how beautiful and strong she was. Smashing a mountain on a group of Iwa ninjas. The strongest kunoichi in the world, a star to all those who wish to become a medical ninja. The granddaughter of Hashirama Senju. Each statement was like getting hit by her own fist. Past achievements she was famous for. He speaks as if I still can't do that. Like I am not the same person or something. Tsunade thinks, getting angry at Naruto, who was looking at her as if she was beneath him. Then the words of Jiraiya passed through her head. You've changed. But change is a good thing, right? From what I see. You are just a broken woman drowning in her past. Not able to move on. Most of all, I see a weak woman. Naruto crossed his arms, having felt he said enough. Wow, he's really pissed if he pulled the weak woman card. Kasumi thought with a smirk that angered Tsunade even more. Naruto-kun, that might have been a little too much. Hinata thought, gazing at Naruto and the angry Tsunade with worry. Oh, he has done it now. Jiraiya thought with worry. Tsunade-sama, Naruto-kun, wait, where did that come from? Shizune thought with worry, but for which matter she didn't know. Weak, pathetic, disappointment, what does this brat know? He hasn't felt my pain. He doesn't know what I went through. I can crush him with just my finger. Nine tails container or not. She got up and looked at him with eyes full of fury. You want to take this outside? Naruto gave her an amused gaze, already knowing that it would come to this. I guess I can humor you for a while, let's go. He got up and walked outside, flapping his cape for extra effect. The group then went outside to witness the one-sided beatdown that was about to go down. They stood from across each other, and Tsunade had a cocky grin on her face. While Naruto just looked at her with his arms crossed and usual battle grin on his face gone. Meet Tsunade Senju fighting a lowly Jonin. I should feel ashamed. I'll just use one finger to take you down. Naruto raised an eyebrow at her. Did she not see his Jonin vest on his chest? Tsunade, I. No, don't tell her anything. I am sure she know exactly who I am and what I can do. This is the same arrogance most of the Leaf Shinobi have, but I had beat that out of them. I will just do the same to her. Naruto only stood straight up, not giving anything about his style away. Sword strapped to his right, along with his haori flapping in the wind, blowing his blonde locks across his face. Overall he was pretty handsome, and Tsunade's face gained a bit of pink to her cheeks along with Shizune. He's hot. Tsunade and Shizune thought at the same time. Come on granny, are you just going to stand there drunk or fight me? Tsunade gains a tick mark at his comment and rushed him, ready to flick his head off. Look at her, she is just full of openings, charging me with Chunin speeds. Is she serious? I can easily withdraw and slice her head clean off. Naruto thinks to himself, getting ready for his counter-attack. Gently deflecting her attack, he guides it to the side, leaving her midsection wide open. Naruto sends a knee into her gut, making her eyes go wide from the force and lift in the air a little. He kicks her in the face, sending her flying back to where she came from. Jiraiya smacks his forehead at Tsunade for just rushing in at him like that. He had learned that the hard way when he and Naruto fought for a little while. Shizune couldn't believe it. Her master had been easily countered and hit by an attack that did a lot of damage if her facial and blood coming from her mouth was anything to go by. Kasumi and Hinata only shook their heads at knowing Naruto doesn't hold back when he trains. What I didn't see him move. That attack hurt like hell, he didn't even use chakra. Tsunade thought, getting to her feet. Lucky shot, brat, don't let it go to your head. She charged back at him with reckless abandon. No style at all, I can't believe you are still alive fighting like this. He guided her attack to the ground and went behind her to grab her waist and perform a German suplex, sending cracks through the ground from the force. He picked her up and tossed her to a clearing from town. The force at which he threw her caused the windows to break and air to screech at the sound of Tsunade shooting through the sky. He took to the skies after her and disappeared in a sonic boom, shocking those who didn't know he could go so fast. Let's follow them, Jiraiya said, and took to the rough after them, followed by Kasumi, Hinata, and Shizune. Tsunade landing created a massive crater and kicked up dust, blocking her view of anything. Her whole body hurt like hell. It had been a while since she had got into a fight, and a longer time since she had been handled the way she had been now. Healing herself of all the damage, she didn't see the blood that was marked on her face. Naruto landed a good distance away from her, still looking at her as if she was just a tree to be blown away by the storm to come. Are you finished now? He asked her almost mockingly. You brat, I am just getting started. She spoke, ready to charge him again, but stopped when she felt his chakra spike and the ground trembled from his pressure. No, you are finished. Going through hand signs at speed she couldn't keep up with. Storm, release Arashi. With that final shout he put his hand to the ground and what could only be called a god took form. The skies seemed to get even darker while storm clouds covered and rained down lightning bolts that barely missed her. A gigantic mass of water started to form and take the shape of a three-headed dragon the size of the nine-tailed fox. It was coated in a thick layer of lightning and coated with intense vines all along its body. The beast named Arashi let out a roar that cracked the ground and lifted the trees, making fear run through her body, making her take several steps back with wide eyes. Naruto was atop Arashi's head with an impassive face that gave nothing away. Let's see what she will do now. He crossed his arms and gazed down upon the shaking woman who looked like nothing but an ant from how high above her he was. Kasumi, along with the others who had just arrived, couldn't help grin at how dominating her mate was being tonight. He was definitely getting some tonight. If her senses were correct, it seemed Hinata was getting turned on by his dominating side as well. It seems the Hyuga likes to be dominated. Jiraiya had wide eyes along with Shizune at what they were looking at. Master Jiraiya, maybe he is going a little overboard, Shizune said, holding Tauntaun a little tighter. No, he is about to wrap things up right now. I am pretty sure he only made that thing to prove his point. She has changed, too arrogant for her own good. I know she had a tough life, but she has lost her way and he is pushing her back to the road. Jiraiya knew Naruto had a way with changing people, but he never thought he would resort to things like this. Back with Naruto he could see Tsunade slowly gaining her resolve. She took several hesitant steps forward, ignoring the blood pooling from her lips. It was as if she remembered what she was fighting for in the first place. To carry the will of her brother and lover with her. She promised them to stay strong, but it seemed she forgot her promise. You've changed. Jiraiya's words echoed in her head again. Pathetic. Naruto's voice followed. Promise to stay strong, Tsuna, no matter what. Dan's final words made its way into her head. Grandfather's will lives on through us. Nawaki hyper voice sounded. I am sorry you guys, it seemed I did change but not for the better, she whispered to herself. She looks up to Naruto with determination and the look of a woman with a goal. Well, it seems the Senju has gained her moral again. Naruto speaks, smiling now. He releases the jutsu and all the water collapses down on Tsunade in the form of a giant wave ready to wash her away. She throws her fist back and charges a huge amount of chakra in her fist, so much that you can see it glow on her hand. Aura. Putting all her anguish and sadness into this one punch, memories of her past flash through her head. She throws her fist upwards toward the massive wave and a huge amount of pressure slams into the water, making a massive hole appear in the center. The rest only dispersed into little raindrops falling down to gently hit her smiling face. That was some power, Tsunade Senju. It seems Jiraiya's words were not all talk. He spoke floating to the ground. Shut it be, brat, Tsunade said, a little out of breath at exerting herself so much. Tsunade Heim, Jiraiya shouted, coming and wrapping her in a huge hug. She would normally just hit him, but she was too tired and she wouldn't say it but missed him and his antics. Everyone else smiled at the interaction. And Naruto-kun, how are you not tired? Hinata asked, amazed by his stamina. This caused Naruto to smirk. Oh, Hinata-chan, I have enough stamina to go all night long. He finished huskily in her ear. This caused the girl to think naughty thoughts and faint in his arms. This caused everyone to laugh. All right, let's go back, I need to rest. Tsunade spoke. Yes, we can leave in the morning, Naruto said, walking off with Kasumi on his head and Hinata in his arms. What about Orochimaru? Did you forget about him? Tsunade asked, looking at Naruto. Just leave his ass hanging, it will piss him off to be stood up, Naruto laughed, making everyone else imagine an angry Orochimaru at being stood up. Alright guys, that's it for the video. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe. As always, the rest of the story is already out over on Patreon, link to that will be in the description. Anyways, until next time, peace.